Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Why'd you stop dancing, Chris? Come on now. Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, November 12th. I am Tori here with Lindsay and Brandon. I'm cavelling.
Whoa.
I'm cavelling the brother and sister back together.
I'm just going to be easy today, though.
All right.
First day back.
You've been taking acting classes with that. Whoa. You almost had
I'm trying to get my Oprah voice organized.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
cool.
And you get a DBL.
I miss you too.
I miss you guys. It's wonderful to see you in person. Well, a lot of people are actually asking asking, should the country go on lockdown? So let's talk about this. Let's just get right into it. The surge in new cases hit another high yesterday with more than 145,000 new cases. And deaths are also back up with more than 1,500 reported yesterday. So there's a lot of debate about how to flatten that curve. We all know what that means. Some scientists, like this one, think a national lockdown for the next 4 to 6 weeks would help. He's a coronavirus advisor to President-elect Joe Biden. Now, on the other hand, here's actually what Dr. Anthony Fauci said about it on Good Morning America. Take a look.
There is no appetite for locking down on the American public, but I believe that we can do it without a lockdown. I really do. The best opposite strategy to locking down is to intensify the public health measures short of locking down.
Okay, so DBL Nation, what do? When we have a debate, we go to you. We want to know what you think. Should the country go on lockdown again to stop this massive surge? So go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Lindsay?
I mean, when Dr. Fauci says that we have no appetite to lock down, it's just like we're in the fourth quarter of this whole thing. And March, April, May, all these times we could have really had a national plan to lock down. And now right before Thanksgiving, you're telling everybody we're going to shut down everything. Instead of what Dr. Fauci said, let's make a plan and move forward and tell people just to protect themselves, wear masks. Because realistically, right now is not the time when everybody really may need to see their family, may really want to get that kind of breath of fresh air after a year of disaster.
I challenge you that people won't wear masks. That's why
but
we need a lockdown.
That could be the national mandate. The mask can be the mandate.
I agree with you completely. We need a national mask mandate. But if there isn't one, we need to go on a lockdown because we got to stop the bleeding.
$1,200 given to people for some type of relief, and many small businesses, including my own and other ones, haven't gotten any money. So what do you expect is going to happen?
Exactly. I don't want to talk lockdown until we talk stimulus. Until we talk about putting money in these people, not only people's pockets, but these small businesses' pockets. Also, you said it's we were in the fourth quarter. Lindsay, I think we're only halftime. Honestly, I think we are only halftime right now, and this 4 to 6 week lockdown is going to be when the teams go into the locker room and come back out, because we shouldn't be talking anything. We need vaccine. We need vaccines because if we lock down, I'm sorry, really quick, Tori, but if we lock down for 4 to 6 weeks and we come out and there's no vaccine, it's only going to be the same.
I get that, and I understand for businesses and what you guys are saying about we need more stimulus. That's clear. But my question is, don't we need to stop the bleeding? If someone shoots you with an arrow, you don't go after the guy. You first take care of the bleeding. It's triage, and we have to stop people dying before we stop businesses closing. That comes in with stimulus. So I think we're in agreement in a way. It's like a trapezoid.
I read that we're not even the worst part of the virus. We haven't seen the worst to come. And that 80% of the new cases happened between March to now because of going out to restaurants and big gatherings, even outdoor huge gatherings. And so it's just frustrating because even if we do a national lockdown, we were in a pretty much close to a lockdown when people were protesting because of deaths or supporting Trump events and going to the White House. So how are we really going to stop these events if our president doesn't say, hey, this is going to be a final straw? Like, what's the actual plan? Dr. Fauci and all these doctors can say what they want to do, but the plan has to come from the top person.
I agree with you. Let's talk about people who disagree with us, because that's always fun. Raw Veggies on Twitter says, send all checks and we'll just hang out at home for 6 weeks. Totally works for me. I completely agree. We need more money. That's clear from all three of us. Agreed. Government, do your job. Herondale Frey from Twitter. In Australia, we had a full lockdown for 8 weeks. We are currently at 0 cases per day. So yeah, it does work. Now there's fewer people in Australia, and fact check, Australia did have 12 cases reported yesterday. Faux guy, cool. 6 weeks to flatten the economy again. We don't need a lockdown. Again, I disagree in terms of what we need to start with focusing on. And Atto Maran from Twitter says, be realistic. There's no way you can enforce that under this political environment. I think you can with a mask mandate and other things. Let's look at the megaphone here. Should the country go on lockdown again? 64% of you say yes.
Partial
lockdown.
I'm okay with partial lockdown for sure.
Interesting. All right. Well, imagine hosting a wedding right now, only for it to become a headline news for becoming a super spreader event. This is the couple that you might have seen. They are being ridiculed publicly for their wedding last month. The New York Post headline reads, "Ivy spread." That's a good one. The wedding, I mean, I don't like the post, but great headline. The wedding was held at this Long Island country club with more than, yes, 100 people in attendance, more than double the state's legal limit. At least 34 people got sick. Another 159 had to go into quarantine. The event even forced several schools to temporarily suspend in-person learning. The venue has now lost its liquor license, which, if you know anything about a wedding or bat mitzvahs, that's a big deal, and was fined $17,000. We did reach out, of course, to the wedding venue for comment. They did decline. So the question is, should this couple be so publicly shamed? They're from Long Island, so I'm going to head over to Long Island, girl.
What's going on?
Talk to us.
Your borough.
Listen, I'm going to quote every adult in all of our lives. They made their bed. They need to lie in it. I'm not mad that they're on the cover of this magazine because I hate when people think that they're going to be the exception to a massive rule. So the rule in New York, which has done a phenomenal job trying to keep down the cases of COVID, is that you can't gather over 50 people, I believe. So to have 100 and XYZ number of people and think that you're not going to get caught, and then this business getting fined and losing their liquor license, that's what you get, okay? Shame on you, all the grandmas out there. I know you feel me, okay? This is ridiculous.
My mother's like, yes, Lindsay, yes.
Why are we shaming the couple? If you said earlier the leadership starts from the top up. The leader, okay, and it trickles down. It should trickle down to the country club. If you know that they have a guest list with 100 people on it, and your business or your venue is only supposed to have 50. You're going to try and get what you're going to try and get. So the country club, a loss of a liquor license is $17,000. No, they should be on the cover front of the magazine or the New York Post.
Well, maybe tomorrow's issue can have the country club also and said, don't have your wedding here. No wedding happening here.
Well, just get your borough, your hometown in check, please.
I agree with you, though. You made your bed for both of them, country club included.
No, the couple should be okay because they got the okay from the venue.
No, the couple is grown people. Grown adults.
Agreed.
Making stupid decisions.
All right,
Putting people
shall we babysit?
If I have to cut my list down to my wedding, then I'm sorry, you guys don't make that 50.
Brandon, I will gladly zoom in to be safe if you're going to have a 134-person wedding, okay?
I will also be zooming with Lindsay. All right. We do have an update to a viral video we showed you earlier this summer. Okay, so you remember this. This is a woman who shared a video of herself freaking out at a Target store. She ripped down the face mask display while cussing up a storm. That's the most Southern thing I've ever read, cussing up a storm. Now the woman, who is a PR executive, that's irony, named Melissa Ryan Lively, is trying to explain. She said she had a mental health breakdown after she became, with quote, consumed with doom scrolling on the internet. She went down a QAnon conspiracy theory rabbit hole. She said it fueled her anxiety, her depression. The PR exec also revealed she's working on a memoir. Yeah.
No.
See?
Let me finish the story. Called You Can't Cancel Me, the story of my life. Now, before we all say no, let's just talk about cancel culture in general, perhaps. But if you want to go off on her, that's fine. I'm just saying, should we talk more about cancel culture in general? She should be. All right, go ahead, Lindsay.
Why should she be canceled? She's not famous. She's not.
She destroyed and vandaled a Target where someone had to clean that up.
Okay, well, clean it up. Hang the mask back up. I understand that, but I don't want people.
This is her. This is she in the Target.
I don't like her going on this media tour right now because for 15 years she's worked in PR, so she knows how to spin it.
Yeah.
And now she's trying to act like she's the oppressed one and they're canceling me. Absolutely not. If you're going to make any sort of money off this memoir or this media tour, if it really is mental health issues you are dealing with, make sure some of that check goes back to people who really have mental health issues.
I agree with that. And also, a memoir, you're not like 150. What are you doing?
The privilege of the biggest issue you have is having to wear a mask and writing a memoir about the fact that you were canceled because she needs to go to bed. No, that's ridiculous. I'm so annoyed by everybody from Long Island, this lady, everybody that goes to Target and does stuff like that.
We're going to take a breath
ridiculous.
Here. We're going to just breathe because there's a lot of upsetness. Here we go. Coming up on DBL, our medical pro. You've missed her. You've been writing me like crazy, making me jealous. She's back. Dr. Payal Kohli joins us to clear up the confusion surrounding the latest COVID-19 headlines about a national lockdown. And what are President Trump's plans for the future? We're talking about the possibilities that could be in play. Write us. Don't go away.
You may have seen this viral video of two men finding a trash bag full of ballots after a wedding in Oklahoma this weekend.
Donald Trump, and there is more ballots in this trash can.
Inside that trash.
This has been shared tens of thousands of times, often with little context and claims of fraud. So is this trash bag full of ballots actually proof of voter fraud? Well, according to the Oklahoma State Election Board, no. In a series of tweets, they explained these are, quote, clearly spoiled ballots, where the voter mistakenly marked more than one option in a race. You can actually see this in the videos. Ballots where the voter selected multiple options in the same race. And according to the election board, quote, spoiled ballots are returned to the precinct clerk and destroyed, then the voter is issued a new ballot. The elections board also provided this affidavit from the voting precinct in the video showing at least 11 voters had to redo their ballots. The spoiled ones were destroyed and thrown out. So claims that these ballots are proof of fraud, false. Folks, if you're seeing more election claims you want us to check out, send us an email. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Welcome back to DBL. It's been a week since the now contested election, and yesterday, for the first time in a while, we saw the president out publicly looking very, very solemn. He attended a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery to honor Veterans Day. But a lot of folks are wondering, what's next for him? So Axios is reporting he's planning his own conservative news channel to take on Fox News. The president has been blasting the network a lot on Twitter recently. One option up for consideration is a digital news channel, which would charge a monthly fee to supporters. Now, a lot of people are wondering, what will this mean for some of the president's fiercest defenders on Fox News, like Sean Hannity, you got Tucker Carlson, and you got Laura Ingraham, who have been loyal the entire time. Lindsay, I have said from the beginning, he got into this President Trump in 2016, the presidential race, to eventually just get his name out there to then focus on a conservative news channel. That makes the most sense. He can brand it Trump News. It's so Trump. What do you think, and do you think he'll take Laura Ingraham with him?
To take all those people on primetime, you know they're making bank, so hopefully he's offering bank.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he had 47.5% of the country support him in this last election. So let's be clear about those numbers. That's 72 million people that voted for him and 77 million people that voted against him that will likely hate watch that channel.
Exactly.
So he will have
I think he'll do well.
The following of a lifetime. I
agree.
think it's a brilliant idea.
I think so
now,
too.
do I think you should do it on the back of a presidency and that be a whole PR move? I hope that wasn't the plan. I hope he actually wanted to be president and that was the plan. But if that is what the next move, I think that's brilliant.
I think so. I think it's like the right chess move to make. Someone was in my ear, they were saying it could be called MAGA news. I mean, there's all these, you could sell merchandising. What do you think, Brandon?
Brilliant, because Tori, I always talk to you about the presidential campaign, and you say Roger Stone was his campaign manager.
His mentor.
It was all about his mentor. It was all about the shock and the awe. Let me show you this, look this way.
Yes.
And this is another one, because look, if he gets this, what is social media in general? It's all about monetizing your following. So forget doing it on a Twitter who fact checks him. Forget doing it on a Facebook. Do it on my own internet. And remember, when it comes to the FCC on broadcast, there's certain things that have to be checked.
Good
and
point.
You can and can't say on that. So if you go internet, who is going to regulate what he and Hannity
Great
or
point. All right, well, here's my question next.
Say?
First of all, great point.
Thank you.
Hannity, Carlson, and Laura Ingraham, who goes? Who leaves to join? It's got to be Tucker, right? Tucker Carlson.
And you know what? I'm going to be one of those people that hate watch Tucker Carlson.
At least the first week, you got to see what's going on.
But sometimes I click on and I'm like, oh, I can't stand this guy. But I watched.
Yeah.
And people are going to watch.
He's got the audience. He really does. I think he'd do very, very well. Let us know what you think. Coming up on DBL, the one, the only, the doctor. Dr. Keys tackles the latest coronavirus news and puts everything right into perspective for us with just a sigh of relief. We'll be right back.
It's only a matter.
Welcome back to DBL. In a normal year, we'd be gearing up for the holidays. We got Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. 19, though, as COVID-19 cases rise, though, we're hearing about the possibility of another lockdown as that COVID fatigue sets in. So, of course, we had to bring in Dr. Keys. It is lovely to see you again. She joins us live. As we mentioned earlier, Doc, Dr. Fauci said a lockdown is avoidable, but he has this message for people who are getting a little antsy. Take a look.
Help is really on the way. You know, if you think of it metaphorically, you know, the cavalry is coming here. Vaccines are going to have a major positive impact.
All right. So, Doc, do you agree with the doc? Can we get through Can we get through the pandemic without another lockdown?
I do agree, Tori. I mean, who am I to disagree with Dr. Fauci, who is my ultimate idol and role model? But I have to say that I want to add something to what Dr. Fauci is saying, which is that any of the restrictions or any of the things that we're doing are not going to work if they're going top down. So 49% of Americans actually say that if we had another lockdown, you know, they would abide by it, which means that 51% say that they wouldn't. So before these restrictions, any of the stuff that we're doing now, the sacrifices we're making are going to start to be effective. It's going to require an attitude change from the bottom up. And that's the only way that we're going to avoid that lockdown.
Attitude change. I like that.
So Dr. Keys, Dr. Fauci says help is on the way, and we don't know if that'll come for some people in December, some people in April. But right now, COVID fatigue is real, and people desperately want to travel to see their family, so much that they're buying fake COVID results, fake negative COVID results on the black market. What do you think about this level of desperation?
You know, I think, Lindsay, when you're desperate is when the scammers really take advantage of the situation. So we have to be careful, number one, because there's a lot of bad tests out there. They're unapproved, they're ineffective, and buying a fake result is just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. It's going to come back to bite you later. But number two, and more importantly, I think we're forgetting the point of Thanksgiving. It's to celebrate our family and loved ones. It's to celebrate the people in our life that are important to us. It's not to expose them to risk by buying a fake test result.
Wow, she said that well.
Yeah. Dr. Keys, as the pandemic continues to get worse, the U.S. is being considered as a humanitarian disaster, and even doctors without borders are being sent to America. What does that say about us?
You know, it tells us that we've completely mishandled everything, but it's not too late for us to make a difference. If you look at the numbers, you guys, there is one person dying of COVID every minute. So just to put that in perspective for you, that's 4 747 planes every single day. So it's essentially like having 4 plane crashes every single day, and we've become numb. So I think, you know, we really do need to start thinking about this as not just a medical crisis, but a humanitarian crisis. The fact that doctors are coming from other countries to help us should help us really understand what a bad place we're in right now and how hard we all have to work to turn it around.
That is so impressive. Thank you for putting it like that. Also, I always think maybe like the AIDS quilt. Do you remember the AIDS quilt when they laid out everybody that was on there for so long and it went on and on? A visual of how many people we have lost might be helpful for people, because when you said that, all 3 of us were like in shock. That was well said. Dr. Coley, thank you so much for being the voice of reason and for being so awesome. That was cool, right? We'll be right back.
Promotion.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Steph has some really, really good products to show us at even better prices. Remember, the holidays are coming up. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast, presented by MorningSave.com.
Hey guys,
guys, I'm here with some great products and deals that you're going to absolutely love. So first off, I've got something that's going to upgrade your bedroom at a price that will not keep you up at night. So this is the Threaded Classic Essential Percale Sheet Set. So it's 300 thread count, so it's cool to touch, and it's only going to soften more with time. This set is machine washable. So normally all of this is $149, but we've got it for $39, which means you guys save 74%. This is the Jenny Chan Expander Pack Crossbody Bag. So it's a 3-in-1 bag that allows you to carry it on your shoulder, as a duffel bag, or as a fanny pack, and it converts easily from a crossbody to a duffel. So normally this is $80, but we've got it for $19, which means you save 76%. I love Tupperware, and that's why I love the Jeffrey Zakarian 22-piece food storage canister set. So these are airtight containers, and they're extremely durable and BPA free, so they'll keep your food fresher for longer. So normally this is $106, but we've got it for $29. Amazing savings of 73%. So these are the Tahari cowl neck designer ponchos. So they're absolutely stunning, a great addition for your fall wardrobe. They are so soft and cozy, and they are incredibly flattering. They've got a flowy fit. So normally these are $48, but we've got them for $19, which means you guys at home save 60%. So you guys need to head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at seriously the lowest prices. And you can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. How easy is that? Go check it out.
All right, well, we got some comments, y'all. So Kim wrote us in and said, you just said we need more money, government, do your job. It's not government's job to support us. Where do you think they're going to get the money to give to everyone on unemployment? It comes from our paychecks. And John said, keep wearing those face masks, everyone. As for Kim, I'm very much in favor of a high, extremely high, wealthy tax break for them, or a tax raise for them, because I think it can help serve the rest of the country.
Okay.
All right.
Solid point.
Bye, guys.
Today on Daily Blast Live.
As coronavirus cases reach an all-time high, there's talk again of shutting the country down despite economic fears. Are we headed for a national lockdown? A couple gets publicly shamed for their super spreader wedding. Is all the finger pointing fair, or do they deserve some sympathy? The Country Music Awards go on indoors without masks.
Hey, in 2020, it's great to be anywhere.
Even if everyone was tested for coronavirus, is this all just completely tone deaf?
Excuse me?
And Tawanda Braxton talks about family fame, plus her sister Tamar's heartbreaking suicide attempt.
I think that when it first happened, everyone was in shock.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, Friday Junior, according to Jeff and Erica. That's right, November 12th. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Erica. Tori joining us from home. Let's get right to it because a lot of people are asking. I know you all are wondering, should the country go on lockdown? Well, the surge in new cases hit another high yesterday with more than 145,000 new cases. Deaths are also back up with more than 1,500 reported yesterday. So there's a lot of debate how to flatten the curve. Some scientists, like this one, think a national lockdown for the next 4 to 6 weeks would help. He is a coronavirus advisor to President-elect Joe Biden. And on the other hand, here's what Dr. Fauci, Anthony Fauci, said about it on GMA.
There is no appetite for locking down on the American public, but I believe that we can do it without a lockdown. I really do. The best opposite strategy to locking down is to intensify the public health measures short of locking down.
So DBL Nation, we gotta hear what you think on this one. Should the country go on lockdown again to stop this massive surge? We want to hear from you. Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Jeff, what are you thinking?
I agree 100% with Dr. Fauci. Anything short of locking down. We need to keep our economy open, but we need to have stricter rules in place. Not just it's optional to wear a mask because of my freedom. We need to be strict. We need to have limited number of people, whatever the capacity is. You have to be wearing a mask at all times. Just stricter, more stringent rules in place to keep the economy going. Because if we shut down for another 4 weeks, 6 weeks, it's just not going to be good for any small business, for any apartment owner. It's just not going to be good for the American economy in general.
I'm just happy to see some energy. I mean, honestly, right? I mean, even whether the conversation is locked down for 4 to 6 weeks or do everything short of locking down, it feels like a plan. I'm excited for the plan. Let's keep the energy. Let's keep a plan.
Tori, what are you feeling?
Let's keep the plan. I have a slightly bummer town vision right now to tell you, and I'm sorry. I disagree a bit with Jeff on this one. I don't think that the country has shown that they can do it. Unless you have a federal mask mandate with an enormous fine, which you're going to have a lot of states be mad about that. I think the only way to take this unruly mob of children, which is what America is right now with the pandemic, is to literally have them take a time out. So in my opinion, the only way to get through this is a lockdown, because when you shoot an arrow into your heart, you don't immediately go after the guy who shot you. You triage, you take care of the bleeding. And right now, there's too many people dying to go directly to opening back up. So in my opinion, priority should be pandemic first, shut that down, and then deal with the economy. And that takes a stimulus from the government.
So
another one.
You're not going to go after the shooter. You're just going to take care of everybody he shoots. At no point are you going to go after the shooter?
Absolutely, I will. But if I'm shot and I've got blood coming out, what the most important thing is to stop that bleeding. And right now, the United States is bleeding.
Great analogy.
I'm going to get to some comments. DBL Nation, you guys are fired up. So Raw Veggies on Twitter says, send us all checks. We'll just hang out at home for 6 weeks. Totally works for me. Herondale Frey on Twitter, in Australia, we had a full lockdown for 8 weeks. We are currently at 0 cases per day. I did have one of our producers quickly fact check that. Australia had 12 cases reported yesterday, which is still far under than 145,000 new cases. So your point is still well taken. Faux Guy on Twitter says 6 weeks to flatten the economy again. We do not need a lockdown. And Ado Miran on Twitter, be realistic. There's no way you can enforce that under this political environment. And G. Gautier on Facebook says, I 100% agree with Tori. If we do it right the first time, we will not have to do it again. Well,
the first time's over, though. You know, the first time's over. That's what we're at where we're at now.
But it wasn't a federally mandated, nationally mandate lockdown. Right. It was per state, per county.
True. No, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Let's see what our, megaphone, 55%. Yes, lock it down. Wow. We shall see. I actually see both sides on this one. Okay, so imagine hosting a wedding right now only for it to become headline news. Why? Well, because it became a super spreader event. So this couple is being ridiculed publicly for their wedding last month. The New York Post headline reads, "IV spread." Ooh, good one. The wedding was held at this Long Island country club with more than 100 people in attendance, more than double the state's legal limit. At least 34 people, their guests, got sick. Another 159 had to go into quarantine. The event even forced several schools to temporarily suspend in-person learning. The venue has since lost its liquor license and was fined $17 grand. So we did reach out to the wedding venue for comment. They did decline to comment. But the question is, should this couple be publicly shamed for their decision to hold a wedding right now? Erica, what do you think?
I think it's interesting that people are now starting to see the consequences in real time, because I think that's really what's been the issue. No one believes that it's going to affect them or their people. But we've seen some pretty famous people decide to hold big weddings with hundreds of people. And I think that what you need to understand is once drinks start flowing in an already kind of loose situation, then all protocol goes out the window. So no matter how good your intentions are, something's kind of bound to happen with that many people.
I think it's completely selfish. And please write in or correct me if you guys think that I'm wrong. I think you put so many people's lives in jeopardy. Those are your most close loved ones and friends all under one roof. They're kind of like, I'm sure they had many guests not wondering what to do, but at the same time, they want to be able to be there. And then to know that schools had to close down, how selfish is that?
Very selfish. I agree with you. But listen, it's okay to shame somebody if you're clever about it. IV spread, it's pretty clever. So if you're going to shame somebody, it has to rhyme. It has to rhyme or be clever. Otherwise, don't shame them.
Sounds like Tori wrote that. I like it, because Tori, you're great at puns.
I wish I had written that. I agree with you, Sam. It's called consequences. You did something selfish and you got to own up to it. And so should the country club. They should never have allowed this, and they should be publicly sort of shamed as well. I mean, I don't like shaming people because it feels a bit puritanical, but at this point, that's what we have for consequences.
Yeah. But that's why we need rules in place, because the country club might have been following all the protocol they were supposed to. The guests just didn't follow
No, they had a limit of 50.
Yeah, they doubled it. The country club was well aware of those rules, especially being a business. You know exactly how many people you can occupy outside versus inside. They doubled that occupancy knowing that it was illegal.
Well, there goes my point.
Shame on them. Okay, so we've got an update to a viral video we showed you earlier this summer. So remember this. A woman shared this video of herself freaking out at a Target store. She ripped down a face mask display while cussing up a storm. Now the woman, who is a PR executive, by the way, named Melissa Reen Lively, is trying to explain her actions. She said she had a mental health breakdown after she became consumed with doom scrolling on the internet and went down a QAnon conspiracy theory rabbit hole. She said it fueled her anxiety and her depression. Now, the PR exec also revealed she's working on a memoir called You Can't Cancel Me, the story of my life. I feel you, Erica. I see you shaking your head. Talk to us.
Girl, you cannot cancel a subscription that you never subscribed to. This sounds like a clout grab, okay? This woman has more holes. This story reads with so many holes like it's made of mesh. This woman said that she was in a hotel the night before because she and her husband got into an argument. Now, they were supposed to be in Greece. Very important part of the story, but they couldn't because of the pandemic. Now, she gets up and decides that she needs a bottle of water. So I'm sure she's staying at a hotel that has no water. She goes to Target. Who goes to Target to get a bottle of water? Okay? She passed gas stations, mini bars. She passed all of these places to get to a water bottle in Target. Then also another hole in her story. She is carrying a cart when she self-tapes. Nobody just caught her and was like, hey, look at that, Karen.
She self-taped?
She self-taped that. She waited until somebody came over to confront her, and then she started on her whole theory that the only reason why they were confronting her is because she's a white woman with blonde hair. And who did she say that to? The white woman with blonde hair who worked at Target. This lady, I think she needs a storyline. She needs a storyline because clearly it's not okay just to be rich and beautiful. You also need to have a storyline in order to qualify for a Bravo Bravo show.
Wow. Yeah, I think Erica deserves a round of applause, Tori. I was actually going to go against Erica until she started dropping facts and knowledge. And then I was like, oh, wait, I didn't know she self-taped herself. Oh, wait, I didn't know that she went to Target for a bottle of water. Erica, you're right. You're right. I'm not going against you, Erica, because you are right. Tori, stick around. Coming up on DBL. As they say in the entertainment industry, the show must go on. But why are critics calling last night's CMA Awards tone deaf? Plus, Erica catches up with Tawanda Braxton from the new season of Braxton Family Values to her sister Tamar's very public struggles. We're chatting all about it. And what are President Trump's plans for the future? We're talking about the possibilities that could be in play. Do not go away. Welcome back to DBL. It's been a week since the now contested election, and yesterday, for the first time in a while, we saw the president out publicly looking very solemn. He attended a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery to honor Veterans Day. But a lot of you guys are wondering, what is next for President Trump? Well, Axios is reporting that he's planning his own conservative news channel to take on Fox News. The president has been blasting the network a lot on Twitter recently, and the option, or one option rather, is up for consideration is a digital news channel, which could charge a monthly fee to supporters, similar to what Megan Fox, but Megyn Kelly is doing. A lot of people are wondering, what will this mean for some of the president's fiercest defenders on Fox News, like Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, and Laura Ingraham? Tori, you've been saying this for years, literally since I met you.
Thank you.
Yeah, how did you know this inside information? I mean, we know you live and breathe politics, but tell us more.
Okay, here's the deal. When he ran in about 2016, he never really, in my theory, and you guys can come at me all you want, never wanted to win or govern. He doesn't like getting up early. He doesn't want to read. He's not a big reader. He actually prefers branding, and he's great at it. So I think when he first started to run, he didn't think he had a clear path. So he was going to get his name up and then take on a media news channel and just brand it Trump news. It's the right move. It's a brilliant move. It's great competition for Fox. Tucker Carlson will try and go over there. It's brilliant. It's smart. It's the better move for him, and his legacy and his pockets will get filled better by doing this move.
So you're saying that Trump ran to produce this news station? That was his reason for running?
A lot of people think he ran thinking there's no way he's actually going to win at the primary, just to get his name out there in order to say, hey, all those people that were going to vote for me, come subscribe to Trump News because I'm going to go there with my grievances. It's a very smart chess move, and I think it's brilliant.
I disagree slightly in the fact that I think he ran because of his ego. He got where he got in life because of that ego, and I think he thought he was going to win because he thinks he's going to win everything in his life. That's just his mentality of thinking. Now that he has lost this election, or supposedly lost this election, he's starting his own news network to push up his supporters again for another run in 2024. I don't think that was his point all along. I think it's his agenda moving forward, but I think his name was already out there. He wanted New York domination. Now he wants world domination.
And I will just challenge you one last time to say, I think Roger Stone and these people behind him were like, the money's in the digital news era. Try and get out there politically and then take your supporters and get them to pay monthly. That's a really smart move, too. But you could be right.
Wow, we will see. What do you think they're going to call his network if this does become a thing, Erica? Erica, MAGA News? I think he's going to...
What's Erica doing?
We're waiting on it.
All right, I'll ask our DBL Nation. What do you think Trump should call his network if indeed...
What do you got? What did you say, MAGA News?
MAGA News, maybe? Trump News? You know he loves to put his name on everything.
There's going to be a new slogan, though.
His name.
I think Tori's right.
Yeah, but there's going to be a new slogan.
I don't think there's going to be a slogan. I mean, look at his hotels. Look at his everything. It's Trump, Trump, Trump. Yeah. So I think it's just going to be Trump.
What happened to Biden's old slogan? What happened to that?
No more malarkey? That was a terrible slogan.
We just let that go in the dust. Nobody brings that back up?
Yeah. Terrible.
All right.
Coming up on DBL, Grammy-winning singer Alicia Keys, I love her, reveals the real and personal reason why she does not wear makeup. And our medical pro, Dr. Payal Kohli, joins us to clear up confusion surrounding the latest COVID-19 headlines. She's coming up next.
It's only a matter
Welcome back to DBL. At a time when we're usually gearing up for holiday travel, we're hearing the word lockdown instead. So earlier, Tori, Lindsay, and Brandon spoke to our medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, about a potential lockdown and COVID fatigue. Take a look.
As we mentioned earlier, Doc, Dr. Fauci said a lockdown is avoidable, but he has this message for people who are getting a little antsy. Take a look.
Help is really on the way. You know, if you think of it metaphorically, you know, the cavalry is coming here. Vaccines are going to have a major positive impact.
All right, so Doc, do you agree with the doc? Can we get through the pandemic without another lockdown?
I do agree, Tori. I mean, who am I to disagree with Dr. Fauci, who is my ultimate idol and role model? But I have to say that I want to add something to what Dr. Fauci is saying, which is that any of the restrictions or any of the things that we're doing are not going to work if they're going top down. So 49% of Americans actually say that if we had another lockdown, you know, they would abide by it, which means that 51% say that they wouldn't. So before these restrictions, any of the stuff that we're doing now, the sacrifices we're making are going to start to be effective. It's going to require an attitude change from the bottom up, and that's the only way that we're going to avoid that lockdown.
Attitude change. I like that.
So Dr. Coley, Dr. Fauci says help is on the way, and we don't know if that'll come for some people in December, some people in April. But right now, COVID fatigue is real, and people desperately want to travel to see their family, so much that they're buying fake COVID results, fake negative COVID results on the black market. What do you think about this level of desperation?
You know, I think, Lindsay, when you're desperate is when the scammers really take advantage of the situation. So we have to be careful, number one, because there's a lot of bad tests out there. They're unapproved, they're ineffective, and buying a fake result is just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. It's going to come back to bite you later. But number two, and more importantly, I think we're forgetting the point of Thanksgiving. It's to celebrate our family and loved ones. It's to celebrate the people in our life that are important to us. It's not to expose them to risk by buying a fake test result.
Wow, she said that well.
Yeah. Dr. Coley, as the pandemic continues to get worse, the U.S. is being considered as a humanitarian disaster, and even doctors without borders are being sent to America. What does that say about us?
You know, it tells us that we've completely mishandled everything, but it's not too late for us to make a difference. If you look at the numbers, you guys, there is one person dying of COVID every minute. So just to put that in perspective for you, that's 4 747 planes every single day. So it's essentially like having 4 plane crashes every single day, and we've become numb. So I think, you know, we really do need to start thinking about this as not just a medical crisis, but a humanitarian crisis. The fact that doctors are coming from other countries to help us should help us really understand what a bad place we're in right now and how hard we all have to work to turn it around.
That is so impressive. Thank you for putting it like that. Also, I always think maybe like the AIDS quilt. Do you remember the AIDS quilt when they laid out everybody that was on there for so long and it went on and on? A visual of how many people we have lost might be helpful for people, because when you said that, all three of us were like in shock. That was well said. Dr. Coley, thank you so much for being the voice of reason and for being so awesome. That was cool, right? We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
It's so easy to...
Welcome back to DBL. Wow, wow, wow. We have so many comments in regard to a lockdown or no lockdown. We have got Jan. No, we should not lock down. This will kill our country. People need to work and make money to live. Candy on Facebook says 3-week total lockdown is the only way it will work, and that will never work. Vicky on Facebook, we were locked down for weeks, and it obviously did not rid us of the virus. It just screwed up the economy. Serena, we need a shutdown. The economy can't build if everyone is sick or dying. And Dina says, I agree with Tori. We need to have a mandate.
Does she agree with Tori's archery reference as comparison to the coronavirus?
So good.
People running around shooting arrows. What kind of dreams are you having?
It's a Buddhist saying. It's a Buddhist saying when you shoot the arrow, when someone shoots an arrow in your heart, don't go after the person, take care of your heart. Triage the bleeding. That's the better thing to do.
Oh, that actually made a lot of sense, Jeff.
Yeah, Tori 2024.
If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up on DBL. Alicia Keys famously ditched makeup a few years ago, and now she's revealing why she did it. And we're last night's CMA Awards out of touch with our new reality. DBL's new every day. We'll be right back.
Is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, Entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Erica. Tori joining us from home. Let's get right to it because for the first time since the start of the pandemic, we saw an award show indoors with a live audience. So Reba McEntire and Darius Rucker hosted the CMA Awards last night. And as you can see, many of the nominees were actually in the crowd, seated at tables, not wearing masks. However, a rep for the award show said everyone was tested before the show. Tables were 8 feet apart and guests were not allowed to mingle. Country band Lady A was among 5 acts who had to cancel because of COVID after one of their immediate family members tested positive. And Reba had a moment that has everyone talking on social media. Watch.
The Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award. Excuse me. Not a good time to do that, is it? Sorry.
Okay, so Tori, do you think by them, and yes, they had all the measures in place with the testing and the 8 feet apart tables, do you think what they did was enough precaution or was it reckless in your opinion?
It was reckless only due to optics. What do we see as Americans? We love seeing visuals and optics. And if you see a room full of the people that you love and none of them are wearing masks, it only pushes further that it's okay not to wear them. When you could have just put them on and realized that might have helped 20 families or save a couple of lives. So I think it was tone deaf in the optics alone.
Listen, Tori, I'm not just picking on you to disagree with you. I'm just disagreeing with you. Here's the thing. They took all the right protocols, right? They got tested. I was on a movie set. You get tested. You find out 15 minutes later. They took all the right protocols. And in the end, they're entertaining us. They're putting this show on for us. That's what they're doing. Everyone's in lockdown. Everyone's kind of cranky and miserable. They're trying to put on a performance to make you forget about what's going on. So if you see everyone in the back with a mask around or a mask in the background, you kind of get that sense of, you know, we're still not safe. People want normalization. I know we're not going back to normal, but they took all the right protocols and they're entertaining us. You know, I guess you got to take your hat off a little bit. No, take your mask off a little bit.
To me, that's basically when you just said is you want to forget about the pandemic. I'm begging people to not forget. That's the difference, and I think we shouldn't let people forget, even during...
Quickly, Tori, do you know what my favorite moment of the day is? Is when I get out of my car and I walk into work and I forget my mask, and for 2 seconds I'm like, oh my God, I thought things were normal. That's my favorite part of the day, so people want to forget, sorry.
I'm curious about the double standard. Even though I agree with you, Tori, tenfold, why do we not complain when we see Saturday Night Live having everybody, and I get Saturday Night Live has the same precautions, right? They get everybody tested, they're almost in their own bubble, but we don't see them performing every Saturday night with their masks on. So that optic argument, I have to disagree with Tori because nobody is up in arms with SNL. That seems like a double standard.
I also think it's weird that we're having this conversation in the same room without masks.
Another great point.
But we have plexiglass.
Yes, I understand that, but I think that we're also talking about a functionality thing. I think it's only reasonable. Even one thing that people agreed on, regardless of what side of the aisle you were on when we saw Trump without a mask addressing, was that maybe it's good to not have a mask on if you are addressing someone, because that's very difficult to get your point across, enunciate for people to understand you. I also don't understand the backlash with Reba McEntire because she addressed the fact that she coughed. Of course she addressed the fact that she coughed. Anytime any of us have had to cough, sneeze, or breathe, you have this panic attack where you're like, oh gosh, please don't let anybody think that I am sick. And so, yeah, it was a very uncomfortable moment. It was live. She responded to it, and I don't understand what all the chaos is about.
In fact, as soon as you said cough and sneeze, our executive producer back there put hand sanitizer. I mean, you guys could have seen that. But I just want to Erica's point, though, we have this bigger desk to separate us, even though we're not in masks. We are socially distanced, and we do have these panels. I don't know what you call them. Plexiglass.
Great points all around, ladies. I like it. Oh, this is good. That's a great point. Great point, Sam. Good point down there.
Calling out the obvious.
Okay, so Kaylee Cuoco revealed that she had to film intimate scenes with her ex right after they broke up. Kaylee secretly dated her Big Bang Theory co-star Johnny Galecki for 2 years during the show. But after they broke up, their characters ended up dating and even getting married on the show. During the Armchair Expert podcast, Kaylee says she thinks the show's creator, Chuck Lorre, did it to them on purpose. Listen.
I remember those weeks that Chuck had written these episodes where all of a sudden our characters were like sleeping together every other second. And Johnny and I would talk. I'm like, I think he did that on purpose. I still believe he might have. Yeah.
To get you back together or just
no,
with you?
just to with us.
Tori, you met your husband working together. Did you guys ever consider while you were dating, while working together, what would happen if things ended poorly between the two of you? How would you have managed that work relationship?
Honest, when he asked me out at first, I said no because I didn't want anything to ruin that best friendship. And then one day later, he went out on like a kind of semi-day date with a friend who was insanely gorgeous. And by the next night, I said, I love you.
Because you were competitive.
So I locked that down.
You were like, I'm not going to lose
Yeah,
him.
I love that. I saw him in a different light.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, damn.
Exactly. And Jeff, you were locked up in a house with Jordan. Did you ever consider when you were developing feelings for her, like maybe this isn't a good idea considering we're trapped in here?
Well, there was no getting out, you know?
Yeah, but then you're still trapped with her.
That's what I mean. Well, we didn't develop that romantic relationship on camera.
Oh, please. I saw you laying down with her. Can we get the video?
No, yes, there was
to show off your abs.
There was that, you know what I mean? There was a little bit of that, but there was nothing like totally romantic.
Didn't you say that you would buy her a Louis Vuitton or something like that?
No, it was an iPod.
Yeah, or an
iPod.
iPod.
An iPod.
Let's not get crazy.
You were still courting her, Jeff. Let's be honest. And we're going to get that video of Jeff showing off his abs to Jordan while they were laying down. All courtship.
Wow, we got up on Kaylee Cuoco pretty quick.
For good reason.
Alicia Keys is coming clean about her decision to go makeup free. Back in 2016, Alicia famously decided to stop wearing makeup in public and even started a no makeup campaign on social. In an interview with Glamour UK, the singer says it was because she became addicted to being made up all the time. Alicia says she had been putting on makeup since she was 16 and then realized she didn't feel confident without it. Wow. Tori, what's your relationship with makeup? Do you rely on it? Do you feel more confident with it, without it?
Yeah, my first job was a makeup artist, and I have to say I feel much more comfortable with a ton of cakey foundation. I like to be really covered and have really big eyelashes. So hands up. I bowed down to Alicia Keys for realizing she was in too deep and to take a step back. That's a brave move, even if it's something as sort of seemingly silly as makeup. That's a big deal, and I was very proud of her, but I do like to cake it on.
That was a big moment for me. I completely understand 100% because I was addicted to hair extensions. I swear to you. I was wearing 32 ounces of Indian version hair. 32 ounces.
So what is that, like 2 pounds?
Oh my God.
What is
32 ounces is 2 pounds.
Yeah.
16 ounces a pound. Yeah.
We're like, let's do the math on that. Yeah, I was wearing, and I could not do without it. And so when I decided to go natural, it didn't mean that like I don't want to ever do anything to add hair to my look or, wear wigs or hair extensions or I think they're bad. It wasn't that. It was that I was not comfortable without myself covered. And I mean, 32 ounces is a lot of hair.
It's almost symbolic, right?
Yeah,
to hide almost.
I'm not Beyonce. I was at home. What was I doing? But I love if you love that, that's on you. But I couldn't find any real value in my look without it. And that's when I knew I had to just go like 100% the opposite direction.
It took me a long time to be makeup free. I think in my 20s, I always had makeup on, even like I would get up right away, put on my makeup, go out. Into my 30s, and I would say just in the last 5 years or so, I felt much more confident not wearing makeup. So it's interesting. I wonder if just like age brings on the confidence, except for my eyebrows. I had to get them microbladed. I have like non-exact.
That's nobody blames you, girl.
Jeff freaks Jeff out. When I tell Jeff I have non-existent eyebrows, you freak out.
Listen, anyone with no eyebrows is a little weird, right? It's crazy. Some women I've seen like have no eyebrows and then they draw them in, and when I see them with no eyebrows, it's like.
You can't tell their expression? Is that what
No, I can't. You're right, because I'm scared of like an expressionless face. So maybe that's part of it. Wow. So I'm like, are you like at least like I'm mad? Hey, I'm curious, right? And if you're just like no eyebrows, I'm like, what's happening, right?
Well, mine are tattooed on too because of people like you.
Me too. That's why.
Listen, let me say this for women. I love women with no makeup on, right? Wearing like sweat clothes. That's what I'm attracted to. That's true beauty. When you're all done up, you all ladies look beautiful. I'm not taking anything away from you. All you ladies look great with no makeup on. Tori, no, I'm just kidding. Even you, Tori, you look great. That's what I think is the best part about women. You don't need all that makeup from a man's point of view. That's just me.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll be right back.
Oh, thank you.
Closed captioning provided by
You may have seen this viral video of two men finding a trash bag full of ballots after a wedding in Oklahoma this weekend.
Donald Trump, and there's more ballots in this trash can.
Inside that trash.
This has been shared tens of thousands of times, often with little context and claims of fraud. So, is this trash bag full of ballots actually proof of voter fraud? Well, according to the Oklahoma State Election Board, no. In a series of tweets, they explained these are, quote, clearly spoiled ballots, where the voter mistakenly marked more than one option in a race. You can actually see this in the videos. Ballots where the voter selected multiple options in the same race. And according to the election board, quote, spoiled ballots are returned to the precinct clerk and destroyed, then the voter is issued a new ballot. The elections board also provided this affidavit from the voting precinct in the video showing at least 11 voters had to redo their ballots. The spoiled ones were destroyed and thrown out. So claims that these ballots are proof of fraud, false. Folks, if you're seeing more election claims you want us to check out, send us an email. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Welcome back to DBL. The Braxton family is moving forward with season 7 of their hit reality series, despite their sister Tamar's breakdown and her decision to walk away from the show. Earlier, I caught up with Tawanda about Tamar and more. That's in today's Chatting with the Stars. Tawanda, welcome to DBL.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you for having me.
Well, we appreciate your time. And I just want to say, sis, I have a tremendous amount of respect for you and your family. And I really do want to have this conversation to offer insight into mental health issues. We've heard a lot about your sister Tamar and her mental health breakdown, but also attempt. And I'm just wondering, this happened back in July. How was your family dealing with that then versus now?
You know, I think that when it first happened, everyone was in shock. But now we're taking one day at a time. We've learned to listen to one another and not just ignore the signs. I think it's also important for me to let everybody know that, you know, pay attention to your friends and your family members that are always happy.
How is she doing right now?
Tamar has good days and she has great days. We just spent some time with her about 4 weeks ago. We went to LA and we spent a lot of time with her. So I think that laughter and family really helped her a lot.
You know, she publicly said that she chose not to be on the show, but her attempt is going to be a major storyline in the show. How do you feel about that personally, and do you have any regrets about it?
We didn't make a skeptical out of what Tamar has been going through personally because we respect where she is. So we don't talk about Tamar's experience and how she felt through the experience of attempting suicide. But what we did do, we talked about how it affected us and our reaction when we first found out about it. And medically speaking, a lot of doctors will encourage families to let those individuals know who are going through things like that mentally and emotionally, that to show them how it affects your loved ones. And that's basically what we did. And we would have done ourselves and the fans and the viewers a disservice if we didn't touch on it.
So there's another dynamic happening with your sister, Trina. She didn't have yourself or any of the sisters in her wedding party. How did you feel about that?
I was so happy, Erica. Let me tell you something. I was able to relax and sit and do all those things, but not 1,000%, because you know, when I see a need, I feel that need when it comes to my family. So Trina didn't have a wedding planner. So I kind of stepped in and just helped pull things together, because what's important to me is the happiness of my family, especially during a wedding situation, because I love love. So I just wanted to make sure that Trina's wedding went on without a glitch. I mean, that's not ever going to happen because we're Braxtons, and let's just be honest, it's never a dull moment. But I did manage to help her through that. I planned her bachelorette party that was epic, fun, and incredible. So yeah, so I was glad. I was actually really relieved when she said that she didn't want us as her bridesmaids.
Well, Tawanda Braxton, we so appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us on Daily Blast Live. To our DBL Nation, make sure you check out Braxton Family Values tonight on WeTV. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
If you have Medicare, listen up. The Medicare enrollment deadline is only
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed us some great products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
Hey guys, I'm here with some great products and deals that you're going to absolutely love. So first off, I've got something that's going to upgrade your bedroom at a price that will not keep you up at night. So this is the Threaded Classic Essential Percale Sheet Set. So it's 300 thread count, so it's cool to touch, and it's only going to soften more with time. This set is machine washable. It includes one flat sheet, one fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases, and it's also available in white or grey. So normally all of this is $149, but we've got it for $39, which means you guys save 74%. 6%, which is pretty amazing. I like the white one personally. You need to get it. And then next, we've got something that's great for everyday use or travel. So this is the Jenny Chan Expander Pack Crossbody Bag. So it's a 3-in-1 bag that allows you to carry it on your shoulder, as a duffel bag, or as a fanny pack, and it converts easily from a crossbody to a duffel without any need to empty the pockets. It's amazing. It also has great organizational features with multi-zippered compartments, and it comes in a variety of different colors. So normally this is $80, but we've got it for $19, which means you save 76%. I love it. I like the pink one particularly. And next, if you're like me, you probably don't like having flimsy or cheap Tupperware in your kitchen. I love Tupperware, and that's why I love the Jeffrey Zakarian 22-piece food storage canister set. So these are airtight containers, and they're extremely durable and BPA-free, so they'll keep your food fresher for longer, and they keep your fridge looking organized. They're microwavable and dishwasher safe, and they come in white or grey. And the best bit is that they come with a labeling service. If you've got OCD, this is heaven, to keep track of expiration dates. So normally this is $106, but we've got it for $29. Amazing savings of 73%. I love a good Tupperware. These are the best things ever. And then last but not least, I've got something that will help you look good and keep warm because it's getting a bit cold right now. So these are the Tahari cow neck designer ponchos. So they're absolutely stunning, a great addition for your fall wardrobe. They are so soft and cozy, and they are incredibly flattering. They've got a flowy fit, and the best part is that the open sides make the design fit all sizes. I love it. So normally these are $48, but we've got them for $19, which means you guys at home save 60%, and they look pretty perfect for fall. I love them in winter. So you guys need to head on over to morningsafe.com to snag these amazing deals at seriously the lowest prices, and you can even visit morningsafe.com on your smartphone. How easy is that? Go check it out, and we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Tomorrow on DBL, a woman in the wrong place at the wrong time. Why was Tyra Patterson found guilty of a murder she says she didn't commit?
They told me that because I talked to HUD, the white jurors would eat me alive.
Her legal battle to clear her name in Freedom Files, wrongfully convicted. And we're catching up with screen icon Lawrence Fishburne, from Boys in the Hood to saving Emilio Estevez's life decades ago. Don't miss it tomorrow on DBL.
You cannot miss it. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Okay, so in regard to no makeup, Stacy says, it took me until my late 20s to go makeup free. Dion says you can take my lipstick, eyeshadow, brow pencil, but do not touch my blush. And then in regard to Jeff on Big Brother, Mary Ann writes, Jeff, I remember watching you on Big Brother and you walked around shirtless any chance you got. We do have the footage. Enjoy.
Yeah, where are you, honey?
If I win?
Okay, if you win.
I'll get you an iPod regardless.
Okay, and what
Look
else?
at you showing your abs.
Listen, it's like when a peacock shows his feathers, you know what I mean?
Oh, but you weren't courting. You weren't courting.
I said nothing romantic to that extent happened in the house.
Okay,
Well,
Tori,
that is romantic. What's more romantic than that?
Tori, it's your chance to get Jeff back. Go for it.
You were absolutely courting her. Get it?
A great quote from Daniel Boone.
For who?
With her arrow comment earlier today.
DBL's new every day. Thank you, Tori. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, guys. Dan.
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
As coronavirus cases reach an all-time high, there's talk again of shutting the country down despite economic fears. Are we headed for a national lockdown? A couple gets publicly shamed for their super spreader wedding. Is all the finger pointing fair, or do they deserve some sympathy? The Country Music Awards go on indoors without masks.
Hey, in 2020, it's great to be anywhere.
Even if everyone was tested for coronavirus, is this all just completely tone deaf?
Excuse me?
And Tawanda Braxton talks about family fame, plus her sister Tamar's heartbreaking suicide attempt.
I think that when it first happened, everyone was in shock.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, Friday Junior, according to Jeff and Erica. That's right, November 12th. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Erica. Tori joining us from home. Let's get right to it because a lot of people are asking. I know you all are wondering, should the country go on lockdown? Well, the surge in new cases hit another high yesterday with more than 145,000 new cases. Deaths are also back up with more than 1,500 reported yesterday. So there's a lot of debate how to flatten the curve. Some scientists, like this one, think a national lockdown for the next 4 to 6 weeks would help. He is a coronavirus advisor to President-elect Joe Biden. And on the other hand, here's what Dr. Fauci, Anthony Fauci, said about it on GMA.
There is no appetite for locking down on the American public, but I believe that we can do it without a lockdown. I really do. The best opposite strategy to locking down is to intensify the public health measures short of locking down.
So DBL Nation, we got to hear what you think on this one. Should the country go on lockdown again to stop this massive surge? We want to hear from you. Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Jeff, what are you thinking?
I agree 100% with Dr. Fauci. Anything short of locking down. We need to keep our economy open, but we need to have stricter rules in place. Not just it's optional to wear a mask because of my freedom. We need to be strict. We need to have limited number of people, whatever the capacity is. You have to be wearing a mask at all times. Just stricter, more stringent rules in place to keep the economy going. Because if we shut down for another 4 weeks, 6 weeks, it's just not going to be good for any small business, for any apartment owner. It's just not going to be good for the American economy in general.
I'm just happy to see some energy. I mean, honestly, right. I mean, even whether the conversation is locked down for 4 to 6 weeks or do everything short of locking down, it feels like a plan. I'm excited for the plan. Let's keep the energy. Let's keep a plan.
Tori, what are you feeling?
Let's keep the plan. I have a slightly bummer town vision right now to tell you, and I'm sorry. I disagree a bit with Jeff on this one. I don't think that the country has shown that they can do it. Unless you have a federal mask mandate with an enormous fine, which you're going to have a lot of states be mad about that. I think the only way to take this unruly mob of children, which is what America is right now with the pandemic, is to literally have them take a time out. So in my opinion, the only way to get through this is a lockdown, because when you shoot an arrow into your heart, you don't immediately go after the guy who shot you. You triage, you take care of the bleeding. And right now, there's too many people dying to go directly to opening back up. So in my opinion, priority should be pandemic first, shut that down, and then deal with the economy. And that takes a stimulus from the government.
So
another one.
You're not going to go after the shooter. You're just going to take care of everybody he shoots. At no point are you going to go after the shooter?
Absolutely, I will. But if I'm shot and I've got blood coming out, what the most important thing is to stop that bleeding. And right now, the United States is bleeding.
Great analogy.
I'm going to get to some comments. DBL Nation, you guys are fired up. So Raw Veggies on Twitter says, send us all checks. We'll just hang out at home for 6 weeks. Totally works for me. Herondale Frey on Twitter, in Australia, we had a full lockdown for 8 weeks. We are currently at 0 cases per day. I did have one of our producers quickly fact check that. Australia had 12 cases reported yesterday, which is still far under than 145,000 new cases. So your point is still well taken. Faux Guy on Twitter says 6 weeks to flatten the economy again. We do not need a lockdown. And Ado Miran on Twitter, be realistic. There's no way you can enforce that under this political environment. And G. Gautier on Facebook says, I 100% agree with Tori. If we do it right the first time, we will not have to do it again. Well,
the first time's over, though. You know, the first time's over. That's what we're at where we're at now.
But it wasn't a federally mandated, nationally mandate lockdown. Right. It was per state, per county.
True.
And that,
no, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Let's see what our, megaphone, 55%. Yes, lock it down. Wow, we shall see. I actually see both sides on this one. Okay, so imagine hosting a wedding right now only for it to become headline news. Why? Well, because it became a super spreader event. So this couple is being ridiculed publicly for their wedding last month. The New York Post headline reads, IV spread. Ooh, good one. The wedding was held at this Long Island country club with more than 100 people in attendance, more than double the state's legal limit. At least 34 people, their guests, got sick. Another 159 had to go into quarantine. The event even forced several schools to temporarily suspend in-person learning. The venue has since lost its liquor license and was fined $17,000. So we did reach out to the wedding venue for comment. They did decline to comment. But the question is, should this couple be publicly shamed for their decision to hold a wedding right now? Erica, what do you think?
I think it's interesting that people are now starting to see the consequences in real time, because I think that's really what's been the issue. No one believes that it's going to affect them or their people. But we've seen some pretty famous people decide to hold big weddings with hundreds of people. And I think that what you need to understand is once drinks start flowing in an already kind of loose situation, then all protocol goes out the window. So no matter how good your intentions are, something's kind of bound to happen with that many people.
I think it's completely selfish. And please write in or correct me if you guys think that I'm wrong. I think you put so many people's lives in jeopardy. Those are your most close loved ones and friends all under one roof. They're kind of like, I'm sure they had many guests not wondering what to do, but at the same time, they want to be able to be there. And then to know that schools had to close down, how selfish is that? Very
selfish. I agree with you. But listen, it's okay to shame somebody if you're clever about it. IV spread, it's pretty clever. So if you're going to shame somebody, it has to rhyme. It has to rhyme or be clever. Otherwise, don't shame them.
Sounds like Tori wrote that. I like it, because Tori, you're great at puns.
I wish I had written that. I agree with you, Sam. It's called consequences. You did something selfish and you got to own up to it. And so should the country club. They should never have allowed this, and they should be publicly sort of shamed as well. I mean, I don't like shaming people because it feels a bit puritanical, but at this point, that's what we have for consequences.
Yeah. But that's why we need rules in place, because the country club might have been following all the protocol they were supposed to. The guests just didn't follow
No, they had a limit of 50.
Yeah, they doubled it. The country club was well aware of those rules, especially being a business. You know exactly how many people you can occupy outside versus inside. They doubled that occupancy knowing that it was illegal.
Well, there goes my point.
Shame on them. Okay, so we've got an update to a viral video we showed you earlier this summer. So remember this. A woman shared this video of herself freaking out at a Target store. She ripped down a face mask display while cussing up a storm. Now the woman, who is a PR executive, by the way, named Melissa Reen Lively, is trying to explain her actions. She said she had a mental health breakdown after she became consumed with doom scrolling on the internet and went down a QAnon conspiracy theory rabbit hole. She said it fueled her anxiety and her depression. Now, the PR exec also revealed she's working on a memoir called You Can't Cancel Me, the story of my life. I feel you, Erica. I see you shaking your head. Talk to us.
Girl, you cannot cancel a subscription that you never subscribed to. This sounds like a clout grab, okay? This woman has more holes. This story reads with so many holes like it's made of mesh. This woman said that she was in a hotel the night before because she and her husband got into an argument. Now, they were supposed to be in Greece. Very important part of the story, but they couldn't because of the pandemic. Now, she gets up and decides that she needs a bottle of water. So I'm sure she's staying at a hotel that has no water. She goes to Target. Who goes to Target to get a bottle of water? Okay? She passed gas stations, mini bars. She passed all of these places to get to a water bottle in Target. Then also another hole in her story. She is carrying a cart when she self-tapes. Nobody just caught her and was like, hey, look at that, Karen.
She self-taped?
She self-taped that. She waited until somebody came over to confront her, and then she started on her whole theory that the only reason why they were confronting her is because she's a white woman with blonde hair. And who did she say that to? The white woman with blonde hair who worked at Target. This lady, I think she needs a storyline. She needs a storyline because clearly it's not okay just to be rich and beautiful. You also need to have a storyline in order to qualify for a Bravo Bravo show.
Wow. Yeah, I think Erica deserves a round of applause for it. I was actually going to go against Erica until she started dropping facts and knowledge. And then I was like, oh, wait, I didn't know she self-taped herself. Oh, wait, I didn't know that she went to Target for a bottle of water.
Yes.
Erica, you're right. You're right. I'm not going against you, Erica, because you are right. Tori, stick around. Coming up on DBL. As they say in the entertainment industry, the show must go on. But why are critics calling last night's CMA Awards tone deaf? Plus, Erica catches up with Tawanda Braxton from the new season of Braxton Family Values to her sister Tamar's very public struggles. We're chatting all about it. And what are President Trump's plans for the future? We're talking about the possibilities that could be in play. Do not go away. Welcome back to DBL. It's been a week since the now contested election, and yesterday, for the first time in a while, we saw the president out publicly, looking very solemn. He attended a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery to honor Veterans Day. But a lot of you guys are wondering, what is next for President Trump? Well, Axios is reporting that he's planning his own conservative news channel to take on Fox News. The president has been blasting the network a lot on Twitter recently, and the option, or one option rather, is up for consideration is a digital news channel, which could charge a monthly fee to supporters, similar to what Megan Fox, but Megyn Kelly is doing. A lot of people are wondering, what will this mean for some of the president's fiercest defenders on Fox News, like Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, and Laura Ingraham? Tori, you've been saying this for years, literally since I met you.
Thank you.
Yeah, how did you know this inside information? I mean, we know you live and breathe politics, but tell us more.
Okay, here's the deal. When he ran in about 2016, he never really, in my theory, and you guys can come at me all you want, never wanted to win or govern. He doesn't like getting up early. He doesn't want to read. He's not a big reader. He actually prefers branding, and he's great at it. So I think when he first started to run, he didn't think he had a clear path. So he was going to get his name up and then take on a media news channel and just brand it Trump news. It's the right move. It's a brilliant move. It's great competition for Fox. Tucker Carlson will try and go over there. It's brilliant. It's smart. It's the better move for him, and his legacy and his pockets will get filled better by doing this move.
So you're saying that Trump ran to produce this news station? That was his reason for running?
A lot of people think he ran thinking there's no way he's actually going to win at the primary, just to get his name out there in order to say, hey, all those people that were going to vote for me, come subscribe to Trump News because I'm going to go there with my grievances. It's a very smart chess move, and I think it's brilliant.
I disagree slightly in the fact that I think he ran because of his ego. He got where he got in life because of that ego, and I think he thought he was going to win because he thinks he's going to win everything in his life. That's just his mentality of thinking. Now that he has lost this election, or supposedly lost this election, he's starting his own news network to push up his supporters again for another run in 2024. I don't think that was his point all along. I think it's his agenda moving forward, but I think his name was already out there. He wanted New York domination. Now he wants world domination.
And I will just challenge you one last time to say, I think Roger Stone and these people behind him were like, the money's in the digital news era. Try and get out there politically and then take your supporters and get them to pay monthly. That's a really smart move, too. But you could be right.
Wow, we will see. What do you think they're going to call his network if this does become a thing, Erica? Erica, MAGA News? I think he's going to...
What's Erica doing?
We're waiting on it.
All right, I'll ask our DBL Nation. What do you think Trump should call his network if indeed...
What do you got? What did you say, MAGA News?
MAGA News, maybe? Trump News? You know he loves to put his name on everything.
There's going to be a new slogan, though.
His name.
I think Tori's right.
Yeah, but there's going to be a new slogan.
I don't think there's going to be a slogan. I mean, look at his hotels. Look at his everything. It's Trump, Trump, Trump.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be Trump.
What happened to Biden's old slogan? What happened to that?
No more malarkey? That was a terrible slogan.
We just let that go in the dust. Nobody brings that back up?
Yeah, terrible.
All right.
Coming up on DBL, Grammy-winning singer Alicia Keys, I love her, reveals the real and personal reason why she does not wear makeup. And our medical pro, Dr. Payal Kohli, joins us to clear up confusion surrounding the latest COVID-19 headlines. She's coming up next. Welcome back to DBL. At a time when we're usually gearing up for holiday travel, we're hearing the word lockdown instead. So earlier, Tori, Lindsay, and Brandon spoke to our medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, about a potential lockdown and COVID fatigue. Take a look.
As we mentioned earlier, Doc, Dr. Fauci said a lockdown is avoidable, but he has this message for people who are getting a little antsy. Take a look.
Help is really on the way. You know, if you think of it metaphorically, you know, the cavalry is coming here. Vaccines are going to have a major positive impact.
All right, so Doc, do you agree with the doc? Can we get through Can we get through the pandemic without another lockdown?
I do agree, Tori. I mean, who am I to disagree with Dr. Fauci, who is my ultimate idol and role model? But I have to say that I want to add something to what Dr. Fauci is saying, which is that any of the restrictions or any of the things that we're doing are not going to work if they're going top down. So 49% of Americans actually say that if we had another lockdown, you know, they would abide by it, which means that 51% say that they wouldn't. So before these restrictions, any of the stuff that we're doing now, the sacrifices we're making are going to start to be effective. It's going to require an attitude change from the bottom up, and that's the only way that we're going to avoid that lockdown.
Attitude change. I like that.
So Dr. Coley, Dr. Fauci says help is on the way, and we don't know if that'll come for some people in December, some people in April. But right now, COVID fatigue is real, and people desperately want to travel to see their family, so much that they're buying fake COVID results, fake negative COVID results on the black market. What do you think about this level of desperation?
You know, I think, Lindsay, when you're desperate is when the scammers really take advantage of the situation. So we have to be careful, number one, because there's a lot of bad tests out there. They're unapproved, they're ineffective, and buying a fake result is just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. It's going to come back to bite you later. But number two, and more importantly, I think we're forgetting the point of Thanksgiving. It's to celebrate our family and loved ones. It's to celebrate the people in our life that are important to us. It's not to expose them to risk by buying a fake test result.
Wow, she said that well.
Yeah. Dr. Coley, as the pandemic continues to get worse, the U.S. is being considered as a humanitarian disaster, and even doctors without borders are being sent to America. What does that say about us?
You know, it tells us that we've completely mishandled everything, but it's not too late for us to make a difference. If you look at the numbers, you guys, there is one person dying of COVID every minute. So just to put that in perspective for you, that's 4 747 planes every single day. So it's essentially like having 4 plane crashes every single day, and we've become numb. So I think, you know, we really do need to start thinking about this as not just a medical crisis, but a humanitarian crisis. The fact that doctors are coming from other countries to help us should help us really understand what a bad place we're in right now and how hard we all have to work to turn it around.
That is so impressive. Thank you for putting it like that. Also, I always think maybe like the AIDS quilt. Do you remember the AIDS quilt when they laid out everybody that was on there for so long and it went on and on? A visual of how many people we have lost might be helpful for people, because when you said that, all three of us were like in shock. That was well said. Dr. Coley, thank you so much for being the voice of reason and for being so awesome. That was cool, right? We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
You may have seen this viral video of 2 men finding a trash bag full of ballots after a wedding in Oklahoma this weekend.
Donald Trump, and
there is
more ballots in this trash can.
Inside that trash.
This has been shared tens of thousands of times, often with little context and claims of fraud. So is this trash bag full of ballots actually proof of voter fraud? Well, according to the Oklahoma State Election Board, no. In a series of tweets, they explained these are, quote, clearly spoiled ballots, where the voter mistakenly marked more than one option in a race. You can actually see this in the videos. Ballots where the voter selected multiple options in the same race. And according to the election board, quote, spoiled ballots are returned to the precinct clerk and destroyed, then the voter is issued a new ballot. The elections board also provided this affidavit from the voting precinct in the video showing at least 11 voters had to redo their ballots. The spoiled ones were destroyed and thrown out. So claims that these ballots are proof of fraud, false. Folks, if you're seeing more election claims you want us to check out, send us an email. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Wow. We have so many comments in regard to a lockdown or no lockdown. We have got Jan. No, we should not lock down. This will kill our country. People need to work and make money to live. Candy on Facebook says 3-week total lockdown is the only way it will work, and that will never work. Vicky on Facebook, we were locked down for weeks, and it obviously did not rid us of the virus. It just screwed up the economy. Serena, we need a shutdown. The economy can't build if everyone is sick or dying. And Dina says, I agree with Tori. We need to have a mandate.
Does she agree with Tori's archery reference as comparison to the coronavirus?
So good.
People running around shooting arrows. What kind of dreams are you having?
It's a Buddhist saying. It's a Buddhist saying. When you shoot the arrow, when someone shoots an arrow in your heart, don't go after the person. Take care of your heart. Triage the bleeding. That's the better thing to do.
Oh, that actually made a lot of sense, Jeff.
Yeah, Tori 2024.
If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up on DBL. Alicia Keys famously ditched makeup a few years ago, and now she's revealing why she did it. And we're last night's CMA Awards out of touch with our new reality. DBL's new every day. We'll be right back.
Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Erica. Tori joining us from home. Let's get right to it because for the first time since the start of the pandemic, we saw an award show indoors with a live audience. So Reba McEntire and Darius Rucker hosted the CMA Awards last night. And as you can see, many of the nominees were actually in the crowd, seated at tables, not wearing masks. However, a rep for the award show said everyone was tested before the show. Tables were 8 feet apart and guests were not allowed to mingle. Country band Lady A was among 5 acts who had to cancel because of COVID after one of their immediate family members tested positive. And Reba had a moment that has everyone talking on social media. Watch.
The Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award. Excuse me. Not a good time to do that, is it? Sorry.
Okay, so Tori, do you think by them, and yes, they had all the measures in place with the testing and the 8 feet apart tables, do you think what they did was enough precaution, or was it reckless in your opinion?
It was reckless only due to optics. What do we see as Americans? We love seeing visuals and optics. And if you see a room full of the people that you love and none of them are wearing masks, it only pushes further that it's okay not to wear them. When you could have just put them on and realized that might have helped 20 families or save a couple of lives. So I think it was tone deaf in the optics alone.
Listen, Tori, I'm not just picking on you to disagree with you. I'm just disagreeing with you. Here's the thing. They took all the right protocols, right? They got tested. I was on a movie set. You get tested. You find out 15 minutes later. They took all the right protocols. And in the end, they're entertaining us. They're putting this show on for us. That's what they're doing. Everyone's in lockdown. Everyone's kind of cranky and miserable. They're trying to put on a performance to make you forget about what's going on. So if you see everyone in the back with a mask around or a mask in the background, you kind of get that sense of, we're still not safe. People want normalization. I know we're not going back to normal, but they took all the right protocols and they're entertaining us. I guess you got to take your hat off a little bit. No, take your mask off a little bit.
To me, that's basically when you just said is you want to forget about the pandemic. I'm begging people to not forget. That's the difference. And I think we shouldn't let people forget, even during...
Quickly, Tori, do you know what my favorite moment of the day is? Is when I get out of my car and I walk into work and I forget my mask. And for 2 seconds, I'm like, oh my God, I thought things were normal. That's my favorite part of the day. So people want to forget. Sorry.
I'm curious about the double standard. Even though I agree with you, Tori, tenfold, why do we not complain when we see Saturday Night Live having everybody, and I get Saturday Night Live has the same precautions, right? They get everybody tested, they're almost in their own bubble, but we don't see them performing every Saturday night with their masks on. So that optic argument, I have to disagree with Tori because nobody is up in arms with SNL. That seems like a double standard.
I also think it's weird that we're having this conversation in the same room without masks.
Another great point.
But we have plexiglass.
I do, yes, I understand that, but I think that we're also talking about a functionality thing. I think it's only reasonable. Even one thing that people agreed on, regardless of what side of the aisle you were on when we saw Trump without a mask addressing, was that maybe it's good to not have a mask on if you are addressing someone, because that's very difficult to get your point across, enunciate for people to understand you. I also don't understand the backlash with Reba McEntire because she addressed the fact that she coughed. Of course she addressed the fact that she coughed. Anytime any of us have had to cough, sneeze, or breathe, you have this panic attack where you're like, oh gosh, please don't let anybody think that I am sick. And so, yeah, it was a very uncomfortable moment. It was live. She responded to it, and I don't understand what all the chaos is about.
In fact, as soon as you said cough and sneeze, our executive producer back there put hand sanitizer on. I wish you guys could have seen that. But I just want to Erica's point, though, we have this bigger desk to separate us, even though we're not in masks. We are socially distanced, and we do have these panels. I don't know what you call them. Plexiglass.
Great points all around, ladies. I like it. Oh, that's a good. That's a great point. Great point, Sam. Good point down there.
Out the obvious.
Okay, so Kaylee Cuoco revealed that she had to film intimate scenes with her ex right after they broke up. Kaylee secretly dated her Big Bang Theory co-star Johnny Galecki for 2 years during the show. But after they broke up, their characters ended up dating and even getting married on the show. During the Armchair Expert podcast, Kaylee says she thinks the show's creator, Chuck Lorre, did it to them on purpose. Listen.
I remember those weeks that Chuck had written these episodes where all of a sudden our characters were like sleeping together every other second. And Johnny and I would talk. I'm like, I think he did that on purpose. I still believe he might have. Yeah.
To get you back together or just
No, just to with us.
Tori, you met your husband working together. Did you guys ever consider while you were dating, while working together, what would happen if things ended poorly between the two of you? How would you have managed that work relationship?
Honest, when he asked me out at first, I said no because I didn't want anything to ruin that best friendship. And then one day later, he went out on like a kind of semi-day date with a friend who was insanely gorgeous, and by the next night I said I love you.
Because you were competitive.
So I locked that down.
You were like, I'm not going to lose
yeah,
it.
I locked that down. I saw him in a different light.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, damn.
Exactly. And Jeff, you were locked up in a house with Jordan. Did you ever consider when you were developing feelings for her, like maybe this isn't a good idea considering we're trapped in here?
Well, there was no getting out, you know?
Yeah, but then you're still trapped with her.
That's what I mean. Well, we didn't develop that romantic relationship on camera.
Oh, please. I saw you laying down with her. Can we get the video?
No, yes, there was
to show off your abs.
There was that, you know what I mean? There was a little bit of that, but there was nothing like totally romantic.
Didn't you say that you would buy her a Louis Vuitton or something like that?
No, it was an iPod.
Yeah, or an iPod.
Oh, an iPod.
Let's not get crazy.
Still courting. You were still courting her, Jeff. Let's be honest. And we're going to get that video of Jeff showing off his abs to Jordan while they were laying down. All courtship.
Wow, we got up on Kaylee Cuoco pretty quick.
For good reason. Alicia Keys is coming clean about her decision to go makeup-free. Back in 2016, Alicia famously decided to stop wearing makeup in public and even started a no makeup campaign on social. In an interview with Glamour UK, the singer says it was because she became addicted to being made up all the time. Alicia says she had been putting on makeup since she was 16 and then realized she didn't feel confident without it. Wow. Tori, what's your relationship with makeup? Do you rely on it? Do you feel more confident with it, without it?
Yeah, my first job was a makeup artist, and I have to say I feel much more comfortable with a ton of cakey foundation. I like to be really covered and have really big eyelashes. So hands up. I bowed down to Alicia Keys for realizing she was in too deep, and to take a step back, that's a brave move, even if it's something as sort of seemingly silly as makeup. That's a big deal, and I was very proud of her, but I do like to cake it on.
That was a big moment for me. I completely understand 100% because I was addicted to hair extensions. I swear to you. I was wearing 32 ounces of Indian version hair. 32 ounces.
So what is that, like 2 pounds?
Oh my God.
What is
32
12?
ounces is 2 pounds.
Yeah.
16 ounces pounds. Yeah.
We're like, let's do the math on that. Yeah, I was wearing, and I could not do without it. And so when I decided to go natural, it didn't mean that like I don't want to ever do anything to add hair to my look, or wear wigs or hair extensions, or I think they're bad. It wasn't that. It was that I was not comfortable without myself covered. And I mean, 32 ounces is a lot of hair.
It's almost symbolic, right?
Yeah,
to hide almost.
I'm not Beyonce. I was at home. What was I doing? But I love if you love that, that's on you. But I couldn't find any real value in my look without it. And that's when I knew I had to just go like 100% the opposite direction.
It took me a long time to be makeup free. I think in my 20s, I always had makeup on, even like I would get up right away, put on my makeup, go out. Into my 30s, and I would say just in the last 5 years or so, I felt much more confident not wearing makeup. So it's interesting. I wonder if just like age brings on the confidence, except for my eyebrows. I had to get them microbladed. I have like non-exempt.
That's different. Nobody blames you, girl.
Jeff freaks Jeff out. When I tell Jeff I have non-existent eyebrows, you freak out.
Listen, anyone with no eyebrows is a little weird, right? It's crazy. Some women I've seen like have no eyebrows and then they draw them in, and when I see them with no eyebrows, it's like.
You can't tell their expression? Is that what
No, I can't. You're right, because I'm scared of like an expressionless face. So maybe that's part of it. So I'm like, are you like at least like I'm mad? Hey, I'm curious, right? And if you're just like no eyebrows, I'm like, what's happening, right?
Well, mine are tattooed on too because of people like you.
Me too. That's why.
Listen, let me say this for women. I love women with no makeup on, right? Wearing like sweat clothes. That's what I'm attracted to. That's true beauty. When you're all done up, you all ladies look beautiful. I'm not taking anything away from you. You ladies look great with no makeup on. Tori. No, I'm just kidding. Even you, Tori. You look great. That's what I think is the best part about women. You don't need all that makeup from a man's point of view. That's just me.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll be right back.
Oh, thank you.
Closed.
Welcome back to DBL. The Braxton family is moving forward with season 7 of their hit reality series, despite their sister Tamar's breakdown and her decision to walk away from the show. Earlier, I caught up with Tawanda about Tamar and more. That's in today's Chatting with the Stars. Tawanda, welcome to DBL.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you for having me.
Well, we appreciate your time. And I just want to say, sis, I have a tremendous amount of respect for you and your family. And I really do want to have this conversation to offer insight into mental health issues. We've heard a lot about your sister Tamar and her mental health breakdown, but also attempt. And I'm just wondering, this happened back in July. How is your family dealing with that then versus now?
You know, I think that when it first happened, everyone was in shock. But now we're taking one day at a time. We've learned to listen to one another and not just ignore the signs. I think it's also important for me to let everybody know that, you know, pay attention to your friends and your family members that are always happy.
How is she doing right now?
Tamar has good days and she has great days. We just spent some time with her about 4 weeks ago. We went to LA and we spent a lot of time with her. So I think that laughter and family really helped her a lot.
You know, she publicly said that she chose not to be on the show, but her attempt is going to be a major storyline in the show. How do you feel about that personally, and do you have any regrets about it?
We didn't make a skeptical out of what Tamar has been going through personally because we respect where she is. So we don't talk about Tamar's experience and how she felt through the experience of attempting suicide. But what we did do, we talked about how it affected us and our reaction when we first found out about it. And medically speaking, a lot of doctors will encourage families to let those individuals know who are going through things like that mentally and emotionally, that to show them how it affects your loved ones. And that's basically what we did. And we would have done ourselves and the fans and the viewers a disservice if we didn't touch on it.
So there's another dynamic happening with your sister, Trina. She didn't have yourself or any of the sisters in her wedding party. How did you feel about that?
I was so happy, Erica. Let me tell you something. I was able to relax and sit and do all those things, but not 1,000%, because you know, when I see a need, I feel that need when it comes to my family. So Trina didn't have a wedding planner. So I kind of stepped in and just helped pull things together, because what's important to me is the happiness of my family, especially during a wedding situation, because I love love. So I just wanted to make sure that Trina's wedding went on without a glitch. I mean, that's not ever going to happen because we're Braxtons, and let's just be honest, it's never a dull moment. But I did manage to help her through that. I planned her bachelorette party that was epic, fun, and incredible. So yeah, so I was glad. I was actually really relieved when she said that she didn't want us as her bridesmaids.
Well, Tawanda Braxton, we so appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us on Daily Blast Live. To our DBL Nation, make sure you check out Braxton Family Values tonight on WeTV. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Ballots where the voters selected multiple options in the same race. And according to the election board, quote, spoiled ballots are returned to the precinct clerk and destroyed, then the voter is issued a new ballot. The elections board also provided this affidavit from the voting precinct in the video, showing at least 11 voters had to redo their ballots. The spoiled ones were destroyed and thrown out. So claims that these ballots are proof of fraud, false. Folks, if you're seeing more election claims you want us to check out, send us an email. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed us some great products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
Hey guys, I'm here with some great products and deals that you're going to absolutely love. So first off, I've got something that's going to upgrade your bedroom at a price that will not keep you up at night. So this is the Threaded Classic Essential Percale Sheet Set. So it's 300 thread count, so it's cool to touch, and it's only going to soften more with time. This set is machine washable. It includes one flat sheet, one fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. And it's also available in white or grey. So normally all of this is $149, but we've got it for $39, which means you guys save 74%. 50%, which is pretty amazing. I like the white one personally. You need to get it. And then next, we've got something that's great for everyday use or travel. So this is the Jenny Chan Expander Pack Crossbody Bag. So it's a 3-in-1 bag that allows you to carry it on your shoulder, as a duffel bag, or as a fanny pack, and it converts easily from a crossbody to a duffel without any need to empty the pockets. It's amazing. It also has great organizational features with multi-zippered compartments, and it comes in a variety of different colors. So normally this is $80, but we've got it for $19, which means you save 76%. I love it. I like the pink one particularly. And next, if you're like me, you probably don't like having flimsy or cheap Tupperware in your kitchen. I love Tupperware, and that's why I love the Jeffrey Zakarian 22-piece food storage canister set. So these are airtight containers, and they're extremely durable and BPA-free, so they'll keep your food fresher for longer, and they keep your fridge looking organized. They're microwavable and dishwasher safe, and they come in white or grey. And the best bit is that they come with a labeling service. If you've got OCD, this is heaven, to keep track of expiration dates. So normally this is $106, but we've got it for $29. Amazing savings of 73%. I love a good Tupperware. These are the best things ever. And then last but not least, I've got something that will help you look good and keep warm because it's getting a bit cold right now. So these are the Tahari cow neck designer ponchos. So they're absolutely stunning, a great addition for your fall wardrobe. They are so soft and cozy, and they are incredibly flattering. They've got a flowy fit, and the best part is that the open sides make the design fit all sizes. I love it. So normally these are $48, but we've got them for $19, which means you guys at home save 60%, and they look pretty perfect for fall. I love them in winter. So you guys need to head on over to morningsafe.com to snag these amazing deals at seriously the lowest prices, and you can even visit morningsafe.com on your smartphone. How easy is that? Go check it out, and we'll be right back.
Promotional.
Tomorrow on DBL, a woman in the wrong place at the wrong time. Why was Tyra Patterson found guilty of a murder she says she didn't commit?
They told me that because I talked to HUD, the white jurors would eat me alive.
Her legal battle to clear her name in Freedom Files, wrongfully convicted. And we're catching up with screen icon Lawrence Fishburne, from Boys in the Hood to saving Emilio Estevez's life decades ago. Don't miss it tomorrow on DBL.
You cannot miss it. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Okay, so in regard to no makeup, Stacy says, it took me until my late 20s to go makeup free. Dion says you can take my lipstick, eyeshadow, brow pencil, but do not touch my blush. And then in regard to Jeff on Big Brother, Marianne writes, Jeff, I remember watching you on Big Brother and you walked around shirtless any chance you got. We do have the footage. Enjoy.
Yeah, where you coming?
If I win?
Okay, if you win.
I'll get you an iPod regardless.
Okay, and what
Look
else?
at you showing your abs.
Listen, it's like when a peacock shows his feathers, you know what I mean?
Oh, but you weren't courting. You weren't courting.
I said nothing romantic to that extent happened in the house.
Okay,
Well,
Tori,
that is romantic. What's more romantic than that?
Tori, it's your chance to get Jeff back. Go for it.
You were absolutely courting her. Get it?
A great quote from Daniel Boone.
For who?
With her arrow comment earlier today.
DBL's new every day. Thank you, Tori. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, guys. Dan.
Today on Daily Blast Live.
As coronavirus cases reach an all-time high, there's talk again of shutting the country down despite economic fears. Are we headed for a national lockdown? A couple gets publicly shamed for their super spreader wedding. Is all the finger pointing fair, or do they deserve some sympathy? The Country Music Awards go on indoors without masks.
Hey, in 2020, it's great to be anywhere.
Even if everyone was tested for coronavirus, is this all just completely tone deaf?
Excuse me?
And Tawanda Braxton talks about family fame, plus her sister Tamar's heartbreaking suicide attempt.
I think that when it first happened, everyone was in shock.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, Friday Junior, according to Jeff and Erica. That's right, November 12th. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Erica. Tori joining us from home. Let's get right to it because a lot of people are asking. I know you all are wondering, should the country go on lockdown? Well, the surge in new cases hit another high yesterday with more than 145,000 new cases. Deaths are also back up with more than 1,500 reported yesterday. So there's a lot of debate how to flatten the curve. Some scientists, like this one, think a national lockdown for the next 4 to 6 weeks would help. He is a coronavirus advisor to President-elect Joe Biden. And on the other hand, here's what Dr. Fauci, Anthony Fauci, said about it on GMA.
There is no appetite for locking down on the American public, but I believe that we can do it without a lockdown. I really do. The best opposite strategy to locking down is to intensify the public health measures short of locking down.
So DBL Nation, we gotta hear what you think on this one. Should the country go on lockdown again to stop this massive surge? We want to hear from you. Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Jeff, what are you thinking?
I agree 100% with Dr. Fauci. Anything short of locking down. We need to keep our economy open, but we need to have stricter rules in place. Not just it's optional to wear a mask because of my freedom. We need to be strict. We need to have limited number of people, whatever the capacity is. You have to be wearing a mask at all times. Just stricter, more stringent rules in place to keep the economy going. Because if we shut down for another 4 weeks, 6 weeks, it's just not going to be good for any small business, for any apartment owner. It's just not going to be good for the American economy in general.
I'm just happy to see some energy. I mean, honestly, right? I mean, even whether the conversation is lockdown for 4 to 6 weeks or do everything short of locking down, it feels like a plan. I'm excited for the plan. Let's keep the energy. Let's keep a plan.
Tori, what are you feeling?
Let's keep the plan. I have a slightly bummer town vision right now to tell you, and I'm sorry. I disagree a bit with Jeff on this one. I don't think that the country has shown that they can do it. Unless you have a federal mask mandate with an enormous fine, which you're going to have a lot of states be mad about that. I think the only way to take this unruly mob of children, which is what America is right now with the pandemic, is to literally have them take a time out. So in my opinion, the only way to get through this is a lockdown, because when you shoot an arrow into your heart, you don't immediately go after the guy who shot you. You triage, you take care of the bleeding. And right now, there's too many people dying to go directly to opening back up. So in my opinion, priority should be pandemic first, shut that down, and then deal with the economy. And that takes a stimulus from the government.
So
another one.
You're not going to go after the shooter. You're just going to take care of everybody he shoots. At no point are you going to go after the shooter?
Absolutely, I will. But if I'm shot and I've got blood coming out, the most important thing is to stop that bleeding. And right now, the United States is bleeding.
Great analogy.
I'm going to get to some comments. DBL Nation, you guys are fired up. So Raw Veggies on Twitter says, send us all checks. We'll just hang out at home for 6 weeks. Totally works for me. Herondale Frey on Twitter, in Australia, we had a full lockdown for 8 weeks. We are currently at 0 cases per day. I did have one of our producers quickly fact check that. Australia had 12 cases reported yesterday, which is still far under than 145,000 new cases. So your point is still well taken. Faux Guy on Twitter says 6 weeks to flatten the economy again. We do not need a lockdown. And Ado Miran on Twitter, be realistic. There's no way you can enforce that under this political environment. And G. Gautier on Facebook says, I 100% agree with Tori. If we do it right the first time, we will not have to do it again. Well,
the first time's over, though.
What's that?
The first time's over. That's what we're at where we're at now.
But it wasn't a federally mandated, nationally mandate lockdown. Right. It was per state, per county.
True. And no, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Let's see what our, megaphone, 55%. Yes, lock it down. Wow. We shall see. I actually see both sides on this one. Okay, so imagine hosting a wedding right now, only for it to become headline news. Why? Well, because it became a super spreader event. So this couple is being ridiculed publicly for their wedding last month. The New York Post headline reads, IV spread. Ooh, good one. The wedding was held at this Long Island country club with more than 100 people in attendance, more than double the state's legal limit. At least 34 people, their guests, got sick Another 159 had to go into quarantine. The event even forced several schools to temporarily suspend in-person learning. The venue has since lost its liquor license and was fined $17 grand. So we did reach out to the wedding venue for comment. They did decline to comment. But the question is, should this couple be publicly shamed for their decision to hold a wedding right now? Erica, what do you think?
I think it's interesting that people are now starting to see the consequences in real time, because I think that's really what's been the issue. No one believes that it's going to affect them or their people. But we've seen some pretty famous people decide to hold big weddings with hundreds of people. And I think that what you need to understand is once drinks start flowing in an already kind of loose situation, then all protocol goes out the window. So no matter how good your intentions are, something's kind of bound to happen with that many people.
I think it's completely selfish. And please write in or correct me if you guys think that I'm wrong. I think you put so many people's lives in jeopardy. Those are your most close loved ones and friends all under one roof. They're kind of like, I'm sure they had many guests not wondering what to do, but at the same time, they want to be able to be there. And then to know that schools had to close down, how selfish is that? Very selfish. I agree with you. But listen, it's okay to shame somebody if you're clever about it. ID spread, it's pretty clever. So if you're going to shame somebody, it has to rhyme. It has to rhyme or be clever. Otherwise, don't shame them. Sounds like Tori wrote that. I like it, because Tori, you're great at puns.
I wish I had written that. I agree with you, Sam. It's called consequences. You did something selfish and you got to own up to it. And so should the country club. They should never have allowed this, and they should be publicly sort of shamed as well. I mean, I don't like shaming people because it feels a bit puritanical, but at this point, that's what we have for consequences.
Yeah. But that's why we need rules in place, because the country club might have been following all the protocol they were supposed to. The guests just didn't follow
No, they had a limit of 50.
Yeah, they doubled it. The country club was well aware of those rules, especially being a business. You know exactly how many people you can occupy outside versus inside. They doubled that occupancy knowing that it was illegal.
Well, there goes my point.
Shame on them. Okay, so we've got an update to a viral video we showed you earlier this summer. So remember this. A woman shared this video of herself freaking out at a Target store. She ripped down a face mask display while cussing up a storm. Now the woman, who is a PR executive, by the way, named Melissa Reen Lively, is trying to explain her actions. She said she had a mental health breakdown after she became consumed with doom scrolling on the internet and went down a QAnon conspiracy theory rabbit hole. She said it fueled her anxiety and her depression. Now, the PR exec also revealed she's working on a memoir called You Can't Cancel Me, the story of my life. I feel you, Erica. I see you shaking your head. Talk to us.
Girl, you cannot cancel a subscription that you never subscribed to. This sounds like a clout grab, okay? This woman has more holes. This story reads with so many holes like it's made of mesh. This woman said that she was in a hotel the night before because she and her husband got into an argument. Now, they were supposed to be in Greece. Very important part of the story, but they couldn't because of the pandemic. Now, she gets up and decides that she needs a bottle of water. So I'm sure she's staying at a hotel that has no water. She goes to Target. Who goes to Target to get a bottle of water? Okay? She passed gas stations, mini bars. She passed all of these places to get to a water bottle in Target. Then also another hole in her story. She is carrying a cart when she self-tapes. Nobody just caught her and was like, hey, look at that, Karen.
She self-taped?
She self-taped that. She waited until somebody came over to confront her, and then she started on her whole theory that the only reason why they were confronting her is because she's a white woman with blonde hair. And who did she say that to? The white woman with blonde hair who worked at Target. This lady, I think she needs a storyline. She needs a storyline because clearly it's not okay just to be rich and beautiful. You also need to have a storyline in order to qualify for a Bravo show.
Wow. Yeah, I think Erica deserves a round of applause for it. I was actually going to go against Erica until she started dropping facts and knowledge. And then I was like, oh, wait, I didn't know she self-taped herself. Oh, wait, I didn't know that she went to Target for a bottle of water. Erica, you're right. You're right. I'm not going against you, Erica, because you are right. Tori, stick around. Coming up on DBL. As they say in the entertainment industry, the show must go on. But why are critics calling last night's CMA Awards tone deaf? Plus, Erica catches up with Tawanda Braxton from the new season of Braxton Family Values to her sister Tamar's very public struggles. We're chatting all about it. And what are President Trump's plans for the future? We're talking about the possibilities that could be in play. Do not go away.
You may have seen this viral video of two men finding a trash bag full of ballots after a wedding in Oklahoma this weekend.
Donald Trump, Trump, and there's more ballots in this trash
inside that trash.
This has been shared tens of thousands of times, often with little context and claims of fraud. So, is this trash bag full of ballots actually proof of voter fraud? Well, according to the Oklahoma State Election Board, no. In a series of tweets, they explained these are, quote, clearly spoiled ballots, where the voter mistakenly marked more than one option in a race. You can actually see this in the videos. Ballots where the voter selected multiple options in the same race. And according to the election board, quote, spoiled ballots are returned to the precinct clerk and destroyed, then the voter is issued a new ballot. The elections board also provided this affidavit from the voting precinct in the video showing at least 11 voters had to redo their ballots. The spoiled ones were destroyed and thrown out. So claims that these ballots are proof of fraud, false. Folks, if you're seeing more election claims you want us to check out, send us an email. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
DBL, it's been a week since the now contested election, and yesterday, for the first time in a while, we saw the president out publicly looking very solemn. He attended a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery to honor Veterans Day. But a lot of you guys are wondering, what is next for President Trump? Well, Axios is reporting that he's planning his own conservative news channel to take on Fox News. The president has been blasting the network a lot on Twitter recently, and the option, or one option rather, is up for consideration is a digital news channel, which could charge a monthly fee to supporters, similar to what I was going to say Megan Fox, but Megyn Kelly is doing. A lot of people are wondering, what will this mean for some of the president's fiercest defenders on Fox News, like Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, and Laura Ingraham? Tori, you've been saying this for years, literally since I met you.
Thank you.
Yeah, how did you know this inside information? I mean, we know you live and breathe politics, but tell us more.
Okay, here's the deal. When he ran in about 2016, he never really, in my theory, and you guys can come at me all you want, never wanted to win or govern. He doesn't like getting up early. He doesn't want to read. He's not a big reader. He actually prefers branding, and he's great at it. So I think when he first started to run, he didn't think he had a clear path. So he was going to get his name up and then take on a media news channel and just brand it Trump News. It's the right move. It's a brilliant move. It's great competition for Fox. Tucker Carlson will try and go over there. It's brilliant. It's smart. It's the better move for him, and his legacy and his pockets will get filled better by doing this move.
So you're saying that Trump ran to produce this news station? That was his reason for running?
A lot of people think he ran thinking there's no way he's actually going to win at the primary, just to get his name out there in order to say, hey, all those people that were going to vote for me, come subscribe to Trump News because I'm going to go there with my grievances. It's a very smart chess move, and I think it's brilliant.
I disagree slightly in the fact that I think he ran because of his ego. He got where he got in life because of that ego, and I think he he thought he was going to win because he thinks he's going to win everything in his life. That's just his mentality of thinking. Now that he has lost this election, or supposedly lost this election, he's starting his own news network to push up his supporters again for another run in 2024. I don't think that was his point all along. I think it's his agenda moving forward, but I think his name was already out there. He wanted New York domination. Now he wants world domination.
And I will just challenge you one last time to say, I think Roger Stone and these people behind him were like, the money's in the digital news era. Try and get out there politically and then take your supporters and get them to pay monthly. That's a really smart move, too. But you could be right.
Wow, we will see. What do you think they're going to call his network if this does become a thing, Erica? Erica, MAGA News? I think he's going to...
What's Erica doing?
We're waiting on it.
All right, I'll ask our DBL Nation. What do you think Trump should call his network if indeed...
What do you got? What did you say, MAGA News?
MAGA News, maybe? Trump News? You know he loves to put his name on everything.
There's going to be a new slogan, though.
His name.
I think Tori's right.
Yeah, but there's going to be a new slogan.
I don't think there's going to be a slogan. I mean, look at his hotels. Look at his everything. It's Trump, Trump, Trump.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be Trump.
What happened to Biden's old slogan? What happened to that?
No more malarkey? That was a terrible slogan.
We just let that go in the dust. Nobody brings that back up?
Yeah, terrible.
All right.
Coming up on DBL, Grammy-winning singer Alicia Keys, I love her, reveals the real and personal reason why she does not wear makeup. And our medical pro, Dr. Payal Kohli, joins us to clear up confusion surrounding the latest COVID-19 headlines. She's coming up next. Welcome back to DBL. At a time when we're usually gearing up for holiday travel, we're hearing the word lockdown instead. So earlier, Tori, Lindsay, and Brandon spoke to our medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, about a potential lockdown and COVID fatigue. Take a look.
As we mentioned earlier, Doc, Dr. Fauci said a lockdown is avoidable, but he has this message for people who are getting a little antsy. Take a look.
Help is really on the way. You know, if you think of it metaphorically, you know, the cavalry is coming here. Vaccines are going to have a major positive impact.
All right. So, Doc, do you agree with the doc? Can we get through the pandemic without another lockdown?
I do agree, Tori. I mean, who am I to disagree with Dr. Fauci, who is my ultimate idol and role model? But I have to say that I want to add something to what Dr. Fauci is saying, which is that any of the restrictions or any of the things that we're doing are not going to work if they're going top down. So 49% of Americans actually say that if we had another lockdown, you know, they would abide by it, which means that 51% say that they wouldn't. So before these restrictions, any of the stuff that we're doing now, the sacrifices we're making are going to start to be effective. It's going to require an attitude change from the bottom up, and that's the only way that we're going to avoid that lockdown.
Attitude change. I like that.
So Dr. Coley, Dr. Fauci says help is on the way, and we don't know if that'll come for some people in December, some people in April. But right now, COVID fatigue is real, and people desperately want to travel to see their family, so much that they're buying fake COVID results, fake negative COVID results on the black market. What do you think about this level of desperation?
You know, I think, Lindsay, when you're desperate is when the scammers really take advantage of the situation. So we have to be careful, number one, because there's a lot of bad tests out there. They're unapproved, they're ineffective, and buying a fake result is just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. It's going to come back to bite you later. But number two, and more importantly, I think we're forgetting the point of Thanksgiving. It's to celebrate our family and loved ones. It's to celebrate the people in our life that are important to us. It's not to expose them to risk by buying a fake test result.
Wow, she said that well.
Yeah. Dr. Coley, as the pandemic continues to get worse, the U.S. is being considered as a humanitarian disaster, and even doctors without borders are being sent to America. What does that say about us?
You know, it tells us that we've completely mishandled everything, but it's not too late for us to make a difference. If you look at the numbers, you guys, there is one person dying of COVID every minute. So just to put that in perspective for you, that's 4 747 planes every single day. So it's essentially like having 4 plane crashes every single day, and we've become numb. So I think, you know, we really do need to start thinking about this as not just a medical crisis, but a humanitarian crisis. The fact that doctors are coming from other countries to help us should help us really understand what a bad place we're in right now and how hard we all have to work to turn it around.
That is so impressive. Thank you for putting it like that. Also, I always think maybe like the AIDS quilt. Do you remember the AIDS quilt when they laid out everybody that was on there for so long and it went on and on? A visual of how many people we have lost might be helpful for people, because when you said that, all three of us were like in shock. That was well said. Dr. Coley, thank you so much for being the voice of reason and for being so awesome. That was cool, right? We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. Wow, wow, wow. We have so many comments in regard to a lockdown or no lockdown. We have got Jan. No, we should not lock down. This will kill our country. People need to work and make money to live. Candy on Facebook says 3-week total lockdown is the only way it will work, and that will never work. Vicky on Facebook, we were locked down for weeks, and it obviously did not rid us of the virus. It just screwed up the economy. Serena, we need a shutdown. The economy can't build if everyone is sick or dying. And Dina says, I agree with Tori. We need to have a mandate.
Does she agree with Tori's archery reference as comparison to the coronavirus?
So good.
People running around shooting arrows. What kind of dreams are you having?
It's a Buddhist saying. It's a Buddhist saying when you shoot the arrow, when someone shoots an arrow in your heart, don't go after the person, take care of your heart. Triage the bleeding. That's the better thing to do.
Oh, that actually made a lot of sense, Jeff.
Yeah, Tori 2024.
If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up on DBL. Alicia Keys famously ditched makeup a few years ago, and now she's revealing why she did it. And we're last night's CMA Awards out of touch with our new reality. DBL's new every day. We'll be right back.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Jeff and Erica. Tori joining us from home. Let's get right to it because for the first time since the start of the pandemic, we saw an award show indoors with a live audience. So Reba McEntire and Darius Rucker hosted the CMA Awards last night. And as you can see, many of the nominees were actually in the crowd, seated at tables, not wearing masks. However, a rep for the award show said everyone was tested before the show. Tables were 8 feet apart and guests were not allowed to mingle. Country band Lady A was among 5 acts who had to cancel because of COVID after one of their immediate family members tested positive. And Reba had a moment that has everyone talking on social media. Watch.
The Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award. Excuse me. Not a good time to do that, is it? Sorry.
Okay, so Tori, do you think by them, and yes, they had all the measures in place with the testing and the 8 feet apart tables, do you think what they did was enough precaution, or was it reckless in your opinion?
It was reckless only due to optics. What do we see as Americans? We love seeing visuals and optics. And if you see a room full of the people that you love and none of them are wearing masks, it only pushes further that it's okay not to wear them. When you could have just put them on and realized that might have helped 20 families or saved a couple of lives. So I think it was tone deaf in the optics alone.
Listen, Tori, I'm not just picking on you to disagree with you. I'm just disagreeing with you. Here's the thing. They took all the right protocols, right? They got tested. I was on a movie set. You get tested. You find out 15 minutes later. They took all the right protocols. And in the end, they're entertaining us. They're putting this show on for us. That's what they're doing. Everyone's in lockdown. Everyone's kind of cranky and miserable. They're trying to put on a performance to make you forget about what's going on. So if you see everyone in the back with a mask around or a mask in the background, you kind of get that sense of, we're still not safe. People want normalization. I know we're not going back to normal, but they took all the right protocols and they're entertaining us. I guess you got to take your hat off a little bit. No, take your mask off a little bit.
To me, that's basically when you just said is you want to forget about the pandemic. I'm begging people to not forget. That's the difference, and I think we shouldn't let people forget, even during...
Quickly, Tori, do you know what my favorite moment of the day is? Is when I get out of my car and I walk into work and I forget my mask, and for 2 seconds I'm like, oh my God, I thought things were normal. That's my favorite part of the day, so people want to forget, sorry.
I'm curious about the double standard. Even though I agree with you, Tori, tenfold, why do we not complain when we see Saturday Night Live having everybody, and I get Saturday Night Live has the same precautions, right? They get everybody tested, they're almost in their own bubble, but we don't see them performing every Saturday night with their masks on. So that optic argument, I have to disagree with Tori because nobody is up in arms with SNL. That seems like a double standard.
I also think it's weird that we're having this conversation in the same room without masks.
Another great point.
But we have plexiglass.
Yes, I understand that, but I think that we're also talking about a functionality thing. I think it's only reasonable. Even one thing that people agreed on, regardless of what side of the aisle you were on when we saw Trump without a mask addressing, was that maybe it's good to not have a mask on if you are addressing someone, because that's very difficult to get your point across, enunciate for people to understand you. I also don't understand the backlash with Reba McEntire because she addressed the fact that she coughed. Of course she addressed the fact that she coughed. Anytime any of us have had to cough, sneeze, or breathe, you have this panic attack where you're like, oh gosh, please don't let anybody think that I am sick. And so, yeah, it was a very uncomfortable moment. It was live. She responded to it, and I don't understand what all the chaos is about.
In fact, as soon as you said cough and sneeze, our executive producer back there put hand sanitizer on. I wish you guys could have seen that. But I just want to Erica's point, though, we have this bigger desk to separate us, even though we're not in masks. We are socially distanced, and we do have these panels. I don't know what you call them. Plexiglass.
Great points all around, ladies. I like it. Oh, this is good. That's a great point. Great point, Sam. Good point down there.
Out the obvious.
Okay, so Kaylee Cuoco revealed that she had to film intimate scenes with her ex right after they broke up. Kaylee secretly dated her Big Bang Theory co-star Johnny Galecki for 2 years during the show. But after they broke up, their characters ended up dating and even getting married on the show. During the Armchair Expert podcast, Kaylee says she thinks the show's creator, Chuck Lorre, did it to them on purpose. Listen.
I remember those weeks that Chuck had written these episodes where all of a sudden our characters were like sleeping together every other second. And Johnny and I would talk. I'm like, I think he did that on purpose. I still believe he might have. Yeah.
To get you back together or just
no,
with you?
just to with us.
Tori, you met your husband working together. Did you guys ever consider while you were dating, while working together, what would happen if things ended poorly between the two of you? How would you have managed that work relationship?
Honest, when he asked me out at first, I said no because I didn't want anything to ruin that best friendship. And then one day later, he went out on like a kind of semi-day date with a friend who was insanely gorgeous. And by the next night, I said, I love you.
Because you were competitive.
So I locked that down.
You were like, I'm not going to lose
I love that. I saw him in a different light. You know what I mean? I was like, damn.
Exactly. And Jeff, you were locked up in a house with Jordan. Did you ever consider when you were developing feelings for her, like maybe this isn't a good idea considering we're trapped in here?
Well, there was no getting out.
Yeah, but then you're still trapped with her.
That's what I mean. Well, we didn't develop that romantic relationship on camera.
Oh, please. I saw you laying down with her. Can we get the video?
No, yes, there was
to show off your abs.
There was that, you know what I mean? There was a little bit of that, but there was nothing like totally romantic.
Didn't you say that you would buy her a Louis Vuitton or something like that?
No, it was an iPod.
Yeah, or an iPod.
Let's not get crazy.
You were still courting her, Jeff. Let's be honest. And we're going to get that video of Jeff showing off his abs to Jordan while they were laying down. All courtship.
Wow, we got up on Kaylee Cuoco pretty quick.
For good reason. Alicia Keys is coming clean about her decision to go makeup-free. Back in 2016, Alicia famously decided to stop wearing makeup in public and even started a no-makeup campaign on social. In an interview with Glamour UK, the singer says it was because she became addicted to being made up all the time. Alicia says she had been putting on makeup since she was 16 and then realized she didn't feel confident without it. Wow. Tori, what's your relationship with makeup? Do you rely on it? Do you feel more confident with it, without it?
Yeah, my first job was a makeup artist, and I have to say I feel much more comfortable with a ton of cakey foundation. I like to be really covered and have really big eyelashes. So hands up. I bowed down to Alicia Keys for realizing she was in too deep and to take a step back. That's a brave move, even if it's something as sort of seemingly silly as makeup. That's a big deal, and I was very proud of her, but I do like to cake it on.
That was a big moment for me. I completely understand 100% because I was addicted to hair extensions. I swear to you. I was wearing 32 ounces of Indian version hair. 32 ounces.
So what is that, like 2 pounds?
Oh my God.
What is
32
12?
ounces is 2 pounds. 16 ounces
Yes.
pounds. Yeah.
Like, let's do the math on that. Yeah, I was wearing, and I could not do without it. And so when I decided to go natural, it didn't mean that like I don't want to ever do anything to add hair to my look or, you know, wear wigs or hair extensions or I think they're bad. It wasn't that. It was that I was not comfortable without myself covered. And I mean, 32 ounces is a lot of hair.
It's almost symbolic, right?
Yeah,
to hide almost.
I'm not Beyonce. Like, I mean, I was at home. What was I doing? But I mean, I love if you love that, that's on you. But I couldn't find any real value in my look without it. And that's when I knew I had to just go like 100% the opposite direction.
It took me a long time to be makeup free. I think in my 20s, I always had makeup on, even like I would get up right away, put on my makeup, go out. Into my 30s, and I would say just in the last 5 years or so, I felt much more confident not wearing makeup. So it's interesting. I wonder if just like age brings on the confidence, except for my eyebrows. I had to get them microbladed.
That's
I have like
different. That's different. Nobody blames you, girl.
Jeff freaks Jeff out. When I tell Jeff I have non-existent eyebrows, you freak out.
Listen, anyone with no eyebrows is a little weird, right? It's crazy. Some women I've seen like have no eyebrows and then they draw them in, and when I see them with no eyebrows, it's like.
You can't tell their expression? Is that what
No, I can't. Yeah, you're right, because I'm scared of like an expressionless face. So maybe that's part of it. So I'm like, are you like at least like I'm mad? Hey, I'm curious, right? And if you're just like no eyebrows, I'm like, what's happening, right?
Well, mine are tattooed on too because of people like you.
Me too. That's why.
Listen, let me say this for women. I love women with no makeup on, right? Wearing like sweat clothes. That's what I'm attracted to. That's true beauty. When you're all done up, you all ladies look beautiful. I'm not taking anything away from you. All you ladies look great with no makeup on. Tori, no, I'm just kidding. Even you, Tori, you look great. That's what I think is the best part about women. You don't need all that makeup from a man's point of view. That's just me.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll be right back.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome back to DBL. The Braxton family is moving forward with season 7 of their hit reality series, despite their sister Tamar's breakdown and her decision to walk away from the show. Earlier, I caught up with Tawanda about Tamar and more. That's in today's Chatting with the Stars. Tawanda, welcome to DBL.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you for having me.
Well, we appreciate your time. And I just want to say, sis, I have a tremendous amount of respect for you and your family. And I really do want to have this conversation to offer insight into mental health issues. We've heard a lot about your sister Tamar and her mental health breakdown, but also attempt. And I'm just wondering, this happened back in July. How was your family dealing with that then versus now?
You know, I think that when it first happened, everyone was in shock. But now we're taking one day at a time. We've learned to listen to one another and not just ignore the signs. I think it's also important for me to let everybody know that, you know, pay attention to your friends and your family members that are always happy.
How is she doing right now?
Tamar has good days and she has great days. We just spent some time with her about 4 weeks ago. We went to LA and we spent a lot of time with her. So I think that laughter and family really helped her a lot.
You know, she publicly said that she chose not to be on the show, but her attempt is going to be a major storyline in the show. How do you feel about that personally, and do you have any regrets about it?
We didn't make a skeptical out of what Tamar has been going through personally because we respect where she is. So we don't talk about Tamar's experience and how she felt through the experience of attempting suicide. But what we did do, we talked about how it affected us and our reaction when we first found out about it. And medically speaking, a lot of doctors will encourage families to let those individuals know who are going through things like that mentally and emotionally, that to show them how it affects your loved ones. And that's basically what we did. And we would have done ourselves and the fans and the viewers a disservice if we didn't touch on it.
So there's another dynamic happening with your sister, Trina. She didn't have yourself or any of the sisters in her wedding party. How did you feel about that?
I was so happy, Erica. Let me tell you something. I was able to relax and sit and do all those things, but not 1,000% because, you know, when I see a need, I feel that need when it comes to my family. So Trina didn't have a wedding planner. So I kind of stepped in and just helped pull things together because what's important to me is the happiness of my family, especially during a wedding situation because I love love. So I just wanted to make sure that Trina's wedding went on without a glitch. I mean, that's not ever going to happen because we're Braxtons, and let's just be honest, it's never a dull moment. But I did manage to help her through that. I planned her bachelorette party that was epic, fun, and incredible. So yeah, so I was glad. I was actually really relieved when she said that she didn't want us as her bridesmaids.
Well, Tawanda Braxton, we so appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us on Daily Blast Live. To our DBL Nation, make sure you check out Braxton Family Values tonight on WeTV. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed us some great products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com.
Hey guys, I'm here with some great products and deals that you're going to absolutely love. So first off, I've got something that's going to upgrade your bedroom at a price that will not keep you up at night. So this is the Threaded Classic Essential Percale Sheet Set. So it's 300 thread count, so it's cool to touch, and it's only going to soften more with time. This set is machine washable. It includes one flat sheet, one fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases, and it's also available in white or grey. So normally all of this is $149, but we've got it for $39, which means you guys save 74%, which is pretty amazing. I like the white one personally. You need to get it. And then next, we've got something that's great for everyday use or travel. So this is the Jenny Chan Expander Pack Crossbody Bag. So it's a 3-in-1 bag that allows you to carry it on your shoulder, as a duffel bag, or as a fanny pack, and it converts easily from a crossbody to a duffel without any need to empty the pockets. It's amazing. It also has great organizational features with multi-zippered compartments, and it comes in a variety of different colors. So normally this is $80, but we've got it for $19, which means you save 76%. I love it. I like the pink one particularly. And next, if you're like me, you probably don't like having flimsy or cheap Tupperware in your kitchen. I love Tupperware, and that's why I love the Jeffrey Zakarian 22-piece food storage canister set. So these are airtight containers, and they're extremely durable and BPA-free, so they'll keep your food fresher for longer. and they keep your fridge looking organized. They're microwavable and dishwasher safe, and they come in white or grey, and the best bit is that they come with a labeling service. If you've got OCD, this is heaven, to keep track of expiration dates. So normally this is $106, but we've got it for $29. Amazing savings of 73%. I love a good Tupperware. These are the best things ever. And then last but not least, I've got something that will help you look good and keep warm because it's getting a bit cold right now. So these are the Tahari cow neck designer ponchos. So they're absolutely stunning, a great addition for your fall wardrobe. They are so soft and cozy, and they are incredibly flattering. They've got a flowy fit, and the best part is that the open sides make the design fit all sizes. I love it. So normally these are $48, but we've got them for $19, which means you guys at home save 60%, and they look pretty perfect for fall. I love them in winter. So you guys need to head on over to morningsafe.com to snag these amazing deals at seriously the lowest prices, and you can even visit morningsafe.com on your smartphone. How easy is that? Go check it out, and we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
on DBL, a woman in the wrong place at the wrong time. Why was Tyra Patterson found guilty of a murder she says she didn't commit?
They told me that because I talked to HUD, the white jurors would eat me alive.
Her legal battle to clear her name in Freedom Files, wrongfully convicted. And we're catching up with screen icon Lawrence Fishburne, from Boys in the Hood to saving Emilio Estevez's life decades ago. Don't miss it tomorrow on DBL.
You cannot miss it. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Okay, so in regard to no makeup, Stacy says, it took me until my late 20s to go makeup free. Dion says you can take my lipstick, eyeshadow, brow pencil, but do not touch my blush. And then in regard to Jeff on Big Brother, Marianne writes, Jeff, I remember watching you on Big Brother and you walked around shirtless any chance you got. We do have the footage. Enjoy.
Yeah, where you coming?
If I win,
Okay, if you win.
I'll get you an iPod regardless.
Okay, and what
Look
else?
at you showing your abs.
Listen, it's like when a peacock shows his feathers, you know what I mean?
Oh, but you weren't courting. You weren't courting.
I said nothing romantic to that extent happened in the house.
Okay,
Well,
Tori,
that is romantic. What's more romantic than that?
Tori, it's your chance to get Jeff back. Go for it.
You were absolutely courting her. Get it?
A great quote from Daniel Boone.
For who?
With her arrow comment earlier today.
DBL's new every day. Thank you, Tori. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, guys. Dan.